No, he's fine because his best stories aren't him just beating people up. I mean, those were for the Justice League comic series, where it's like the team up comic.
Yeah, that's
His individual
true.
series
Okay,
is
fair.
his
I
best
just like
series
that
is
his
I haven't
solution
looked
for
enough into
literally every
that, to be
problem is to
honest.
just throw it into the sun.
okay.
I mean, that
He
would look.
Oh, but
If I could do that with all of my problems, God knows.
so our last show, last game, it was all taking place in Baldur's Gate. You guys hired some servants for the house named Mathilda and Tanisha. Geo gave Mathilda, well, he made her like the head servant, head of the house, and gave her some money to hire some servants and guards and all that stuff. After that, you guys went to Alal's scrolls, searching for any leftover magic items. You found a few scrolls, a few wands, but you also found a homeless man named Tristan.
we did not find magic. We because it was only the scroll shop, so we didn't do any.
You found wands there, though.
Did you let it? I thought we
Yes,
switched them
we
for the
did.
scrolls. I didn't know that we were allowed to keep the wands.
Oh no, no, you were allowed to keep the wands. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. All right.
Um. Yeah. So after Tristan, you guys headed off to Archimedes' potion shop, where you kind of persuaded Archimedes to sell cheaper potions at a fair price. And then you kind of threatened him that if he started to swindle anybody, that you would kill him because he kept trying to water down his potions right in front of you guys. After that, you went to Leanna, who is kind of a healer, medical person, and you went to her to get some teeth for Tristan. She actually did have a set of these magical wooden teeth that when you put them in your mouth, it gives you a bite attack and also allows you to cast a tongue spell once a day. I brought him back home, but I can't remember what job you guys ended up giving him because at first it was
We
the
finally
horses.
settled on janitor.
Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Assistant janitor.
Correct. Yes.
Who was the first one then?
We don't have one yet.
We don't have. We don't have him. We only make him assistant because because he's gonna die anyways. So we might as well. We're not gonna waste our time putting our hopes and dreams onto him being the head janitor.
Poor Tristan. Right.
I mean, you're the one that made him 90 years old, so we're making the best of it.
His entire life dream was to be head janitor.
Well, he could work his way up to that position.
Yeah, there's
Currently,
room
he
for
doesn't-
promotion.
Currently, he's not qualified.
I'm just kidding. That's right, because at one point he almost had a heart attack in front of you guys, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
But you were able to bring him back to life.
I forgot about that.
It's
What a
pretty funny.
whirlwind.
I know. That's game was pretty funny. So I guess that leaves us back at the house, right? Is that where we left off?
I do
Well,
believe.
don't skip the best part.
Hold
The
on.
dance.
Oh
club.
yes, we went to go bring Crystal. No, not Crystal. Diamond Stallion
Diamond
back for
I
Stallion.
dinner.
totally forgot about
AKA
that.
Cassius, his real name, and then Rendar had a great, stellar performance.
Oh my god! I was rewatching the episode today, and I didn't get that far. That's what happened. Yeah. Oh, that's right. You went to go find your friend. Yeah, what you just said, Diamond Stallion. And when you guys walked in, that was when everyone noticed Rendar with his glistening, oily skin, and they confused him for another stripper, and immediately put him on stage, where he did actually really, really well with the help of your magic and Geo's magic. Yeah, it turned out to be a fun scene, and you made some money. I remember that now. You hired Diamond Stallion to come back to the house in hopes that Mathilda would have a crush on him instead of Geo. I remember. So did he come back already, or did we end it there?
We ended just at
He
the strip
decided
club.
that he was going to, but we hadn't gotten
Okay.
back yet.
We had just I had just finished motivating him. Lit a fire under his
Yes, it was
proverbial
quite a
ass.
rousing speech.
And what was his job going to be?
No, we're
Oh,
not
no, we're
hiring
actually
him.
hiring him. We're just bringing him
Oh.
back.
Oh, you just wanted him to get a...
Well,
Bring him
I'm
as a
just-
guest for supper.
we're just playing matchmaker.
Yeah, he's coming back for dinner under the hopes that they'll fall madly in love.
Funny. Alright. So I guess that's where we ended off. You guys are still at the strip club. Rendar is, I would say, just finished his performance. Diamond Stallion is just annoyed and giving like this kind of pouty look because he lost his spot to dance. So what do you guys do?
Oh no, we finished. We ended the session when he was all fired up and motivated to go meet Mathilda.
Okay. So do you guys head back to your house?
I said, "Yes, let's go, let's go." Come on.
Obviously, we need to. I mean, Giovanni's still in costume. We're gonna try and sneak our way out.
Okay.
Yes, because we didn't want to be seen going to or you guys didn't want to be seen going to the strip club.
I mean, so Geo, has been there many times. He probably knows like where the back exit is and that kind of stuff. So as you guys sneak out, give me stealth checks.
Oh god, I'm sorry in advance.
I'm gonna try to find a token for Diamond Stallion. Shadow,
Will this
stop.
roll disadvantage automatically for me or no?
Or when you click it, it'll ask you if you want to roll with advantage or disadvantage.
I'm rolling from I'm rolling from D&D Beyond, but yeah, roll
I think-
disadvantage. Nice.
Just see if I can find. He's human, right? Diamond Stallion.
I don't think it was talked about, but probably
Yeah, sure, why not?
Centaur.
Warforged.
What is like? What does
He
he?
is a killer robot.
What nationality is he?
Doesn't matter. You can
Okay,
choose.
I think I found one.
Spin the wheel of fortune.
I like this one.
I want to know what your internet history looks like right now. Stripper character.
Oh no, I'm looking at a bunch of tokens that I have saved. A bunch of commoner tokens of all different types. I swear.
I should preface this by saying everybody at the club
Okay,
is hot.
Shadow. Let me put my bird away. He's.
There ain't no butter
Yeah,
faces.
you're a bad boy.
No one under an 8.
Everybody's at least an 8.52 repeating.
What do you mean? They don't have any
Ooh.
like C Wednesdays or whatever? Bringing out the C lineup.
Okay, I found one. Here he is.
No,
I put him in the kitchen.
not that kind of establishment.
How's that one?
Well, he's not half naked, but it'll do.
Well, I don't have a half-naked token.
What are you even
Well.
doing with your time, Sebastian?
Something needs to change.
That's funny. All right. So yeah, he comes home with you guys. You got wait. What was your stealth check? Oh. I mean, no one can miss Rendar going by. So everyone else kind of probably had their cloaks over their heads, and all somebody saw was this massive half orc walking behind some people. I guess they would know who you are, but no one's going to bother a half orc. So yeah.
As it should be.
Yeah, people probably would like wave or nod to you as they saw you, but people, yeah, definitely didn't come up to you. So you make it back to your place, and you actually do see a guard when you first arrive. Actually, let me bring you out.
Oh, God. As we walk up, I want to cast guidance on Giovanni, who I assume does most of the talking.
Okay.
I mean, Giovanni hasn't shut up since Ava met him.
Exactly. So I'm just gonna cast guidance on him.
So yeah, you come up to the gate, and he is standing in front of it, holding a spear. He's just like just a skinny kind of guard. He doesn't look like he's really that tough. And when he sees you guys coming up, he just says, "Halt! Who are you?"
I'll remove the makeup. It's me. It's the Lord of the house.
He's
Move aside.
He hasn't met you yet, and he says, "And who is that?"
And Lord Giovanni Erver of House Erver.
Give me a persuasion check.
You can add a d4 if you want.
Cool.
I mean, he's not gonna. Yeah, with your when you say it with such confidence, and you have all these people behind you, and I'm sure Mathilda gave him some kind of description. My apologies, sir. And he kind of opens the gate for you. And he stands aside.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna, as I walk past him, I'm gonna sort of just eye him up and down. That is your first infraction.
He kind of just bows his head down. My apologies.
What's your name?
Why do I always go blank when I have to think of a name? He says, "My name is Adipus."
Well,
Oedipus.
well, Opidius, this is your first infraction. Do not make any more. Otherwise, you won't live to see 30.
He's like 55.
Yeah, no. He just he looks like a new recruit. So yeah, he's shaking. He doesn't really know what he's doing. And he kind of
Oh, he was doing his job.
I'm sorry, sir.
Zaileron, when he passes him, probably goes, taps him on the shoulder, on the chest, like, "Look, I appreciate the zeal. Stop me again whilst I'm walking, and I'll cut your fucking Jacobs off."
He looks pretty scared at this point. And he's just standing there. He doesn't really know what to say. He doesn't want to say anything because he feels like he might say the wrong thing. And you could totally see that.
As I throw open our front door, I'm going to look back and say, "Oh, Oedipus, it will do you well to remember our faces, all of us. Burn it into your memory."
Of course, sir.
Wonderful.
Just waiting for the day that we come back here and we all look completely different because we've died and been reincarnated as like a mixture of gnomes and halflings.
Yes.
I think he remember me.
And Giovanni opens his mouth. There it is.
So yeah,
Honey, I'm home.
you hear these little footsteps, and Mathilda comes around the corner. Gio, it is good to see you. And she's holding a tray, and it has like some cheeses and crackers. And Tanisha comes over holding another tray of like drinks for everybody.
I'll say, wait a minute. Ooh. One thing. What did you call me?
She says, "My lord."
No. I didn't hear that. In fact, I heard rather something else. I think you all heard something else, didn't you?
I definitely think I heard something else.
I heard something quite casual. You know, I want to step over towards Mathilda. Tis the second time today you've made this mistake, dear Mathilda. Do you really want to work here?
Yes, my lord. And she starts getting all like emotional.
This is your second infraction. I will be keeping a tally. Tanisha, gold star for you.
Oh god. Okay. So yeah,
Giovanni really is a horrible person.
Yeah. So
It's quite amazing to watch.
you just hear sniffling coming from Matilda as tears are coming down her face, and then you see Tanisha with this like smirk on her face.
Now come, dry your tears, Mathilda. Get a hold of yourself. We have a guest.
And then she before she even looks up at him, she goes, "I have something on the stove," and she like kind of walks out. If I may, sir, my lord. She wants to like leave to go. Finished.
Go.
And then she like walks off, and when she's out of the area, you just hear her like break down and start crying.
We
Turn
have a
back.
stove.
Turn back and wink. Big obvious wink. I got this, guys. It's working.
Mead, my lord.
Yes, everyone, come in. Tanisha, why don't you greet our new guest, Cassius?
Cassius.
Cassius Zavicki.
That's Diamond Stallion.
Yes.
Greetings, my lord, she says to him.
Yeah. I'm gonna whisper in his ear as he sort of just gives a bow and stuff. The other one. Not this one, the other one.
He's so okay. And he just kind of nods to her and walks by.
Come, we shall head to the dining room. We've never used it before. I believe having a nice, warm, hot, delicious supper will do us some good. It is time to celebrate. We've slain a dragon.
Tanisha says, that's very brave of you, my lord. And then she goes, "I'll be right back with some plates." And she walks up.
Tanisha, one thing.
Yes.
Come here. Just wave her over. No brown nosing. I find it distasteful.
Of course. She kind of bows her head.
I'll wave her off.
Jesus Christ.
Out of character, I'm amazed Giovanni didn't show up, see that the dining room table had been set, and be like, no, we're dining outside. It's lovely out. Get them to set everything up outside, and then be like, actually, it looks like there might be storm rolling, and we should dine inside.
Oh, please. I'm not a monster.
That's debatable at this point.
Cassius, please sit down. Sit down. The other one. Trust me. Mm-hmm. Auga. You know.
All right. So yeah, after that, Mathilda comes back with like a tray with some breads and stuff, and she's placing them down on the table. Clearly, her hands are shaking. You can see Diamond Stalin, Cassius looking like checking her out, and he kind of gives you a look like, "Oh, she is pretty."
Feel that? Yeah.
Yes, my lord.
This is my good friend, my longtime friend, Cassius.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Cassius.
And for tonight, I wish for you to come dine with us.
Me, my
Yes.
lord.
Your chair is right there, right next to. Right, I want to point to right next to Cassius.
I know, and her first thought too is like she was gonna sit next to you, but and then she's, are you sure, my lord? It's not appropriate for a servant to dine with
Oh,
his
please. Oh, pish posh. I feel bad for dressing you down, metaphorically, in the foyer. Consider this my apologies.
Should I continue putting dinner on the table, or have
She's gonna get whiplash
Tanisha
from
do
Giovanni's
it?
attitude changes.
She said, what did she say?
She said, should I continue putting dinner on the table, or should she have Tanisha finish?
I'm really tempted to say, well, who? Well, no, I'm really fucking tempted to say, well, who else is gonna do it? Or rather, it's not gonna put itself on the table. But I wouldn't be nice to her. No, I'll have Michael and Amadeus do it. Don't worry. Tanisha may retire for the night. I know she's tired.
She, give me an insight check.
Wait, I'm gonna purely skill that. 20.
So yeah, when you say that, you can tell she doesn't like it when you treat Tanisha favorably.
Hired 2 random maids off the street and they're already getting catty with each other. Love it.
Amazing.
So yeah, where is he? Where's the old man? Did I even make a token for him? Oh yeah, he's upstairs.
Costa?
Yeah.
Oh,
Not the other old man.
the other old man.
So
Which one's older? We need to know this. This is important news.
Costa, the old man, the Tristan,
Oh,
he's
wow.
older.
I mean,
Oh, no wonder he had a heart attack then. Jeez.
Yeah. I think Costa's maybe 60,
Yeah,
which is
I think
already
so.
pretty up there considering the time period. I'm assuming
Yeah,
Tristan
for
is
the
like,
time period, he might as well be 90.
yeah, I mean, I'm assuming Tristan is like 80. He looks like a withered human being.
I would say he's almost, practically 80.
Which,
probably
which means
79.
the dude has to have like a fucking 17 constitution at least to have lived this long in a world so full of disease and horrible things.
Well, not only in a world so full of disease, but in this city specifically so full of
Yeah.
just disease and blah.
And being homeless.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
he's a trooper.
Yeah, but he's got a high constitution for sure.
Living in the streets, it builds up.
Don't know, is he's a retired adventurer, but he got like feeble-minded?
He forgot everything. He's really a millionaire. So Tristan comes in with the monodrone and they finish putting the dinner. It's a nice, it's just a stew, like a beef stew. It's some bread, some vegetables. I mean, it's nice. But for their first meal, they weren't able to get a lot of stuff with the city in its current condition.
It doesn't compare to the mansion, I'm assuming.
Yeah, no, not at all.
It's fine. So, Mathilda, what did you do before being employed by me?
Oh, she wipes her mouth. I've worked here and there. Nothing really serious.
You'll have to define here and there, my dear.
Well, this is the corner of, she names like a district. She said,
Castle Lord.
yeah.
Were you an entertainer? of sorts?
Oh, it was only a short period of time.
An entertainer to
Atta girl.
your desired. Yeah, it's
Well,
all right. Speaking of which, in fact, Cassius works down at the what was the strip club name again?
um,
Do we have a
I'm
name
sure
or
you named it.
I don't remember naming
I
it.
don't think we did.
um,
I'll check the notes, but I don't think we did.
I'll say, and Cassius, you work down at the Heart of the Phoenix, don't you?
he says, "Yeah, I do."
As in fact, he is. In fact, Mathilda, you might be interested to know he is the he is one of the highest earners.
Oh, she says, I am. You do look familiar, and she kind of smiles.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I've seen you around that area before.
Darling.
Now, is it she's seen him around that area, or she's been to the club?
Do you ask her that?
My
Can
dear,
I like tell just by the way? she
Yeah,
says
you could
it?
get. Yeah, you could tell. I'm not gonna have you do an insight check for that one. You could tell she's a little embarrassed to say it. But yeah.
Yeah. Atta girl.
I'll tell you one thing. Cassius has got a massive area.
She turns red.
a wink to
Cassius.
Got you, bro. Wingman.
Yeah, he smiles and he kind of gives her a look. I'm gonna roll to see if she likes him. She finds him definitely attractive, for sure, but she keeps giving. You notice her looking more at you still, Giovanni, than him.
I want to quickly give him the old eye signals. Like, come on, go, keep going. I'm sure I've played wingman for a couple of the guys there before.
Yeah. So yeah, people start eating, and while people are eating, he like starts trying to talk to her, gets her attention off of you, and you kind of hear them going back and forth. Is there anything else you guys talk about?
No, but I'll anytime he says something, I'll double up on it. So I was born and raised in this district, and exactly, and blah 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 blah. You know, Mathilda, he was here, and blah 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 blah.
Give me a. What would this be? A persuasion check?
I was gonna say during all of this, I'm gonna like kind of lean against the table and like give Giovanni guidance again.
Okay.
Isn't guide us a touch spell?
Yeah, she's probably playing footsies with you under the table.
Yeah, I'll
Mixed
just like
signals.
bump your. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
you
I'll just like yeah.
rolled a 1.
But you have a D4
Actually, I'm gonna
on that
luck.
still.
Nah, fuck that. I'm lucking it. We're not doing anything anyway, so.
Till the dragon comes back. Ooh.
32.
Nice. Yeah, so wait, where did okay. Yeah, so as the night goes on, you kind of start hearing her giggling and like being a little bit more open with him and flirty and smiling at him. And she hasn't looked at you in a good like 15-20 minutes now. She's so into him as the night gets closer to the end.
I'll flash an OK sign at everybody, very just above the table line. Just we're good.
The other one's probably using this opportunity to try and get to know Ava better. Like, where are you from? How did you end up finding us?
I'm
What
from-
exactly are you doing traveling with us again?
And I say, NIEs, please. We've only known each other for less than half a week. You know, I prefer to wait a
A
little
day, isn't
longer.
it? Didn't I meet you fuckers yesterday?
Pretty much.
Precisely.
Just
I-
feels like forever.
I may not
Yeah,
seem
well.
it, but I prefer to get to know the person a little better before physical contact is a norm.
Oh, that was for the not the
yes.
spell, of course.
Yes,
I don't
of course.
do that
Yes.
shit.
Yes, of course. Yes.
No offense.
No, of course.
You talk great, but you're not my
Hmm.
no.
I totally believe you. Wink. Say it out loud. Wink.
I mean, whatever helps you sleep at night there.
No, normally, I don't condone this behavior amongst a group such as a traveling group of adventurers, but
Mm-hmm.
you are a very strong woman.
Mm-hmm.
That is all. I shall say no more.
Thanks, dude. Appreciated.
You're welcome.
So what is Rendar doing?
He's just eating.
Probably on like his third helping at this point.
As he always
Yeah.
does.
And
More.
what's Zalaron doing?
Like I said, I'm just asking questions of
Okay.
Ava. Like, where are
Yeah.
you coming from? Why are you traveling with us? How did you find us again?
I found the dragon. You were there from Neverwinter originally, but been around. And the promise of fighting a cult is mostly why I'm still here. If that's what you guys are doing.
I probably looked to Giovanni at this point. Is that what we're doing? What are we doing now?
As soon as I hit Neverwinter, I'll sort of give a disgusted look and whisper to Render, Northerner.
Shakes his head.
Well, I don't bloody know what we're doing. Well, there is hardly a thought in ordeal.
I mean, she's practically.
Who's it? What's
told.
it?
It's just some woman we don't like, who has wronged us. Some very evil woman.
I mean, 9 times out of 10, I would say that kind of person leads a cult. So, probably leading a cult.
Well, she did lead
I
one.
mean, if there's a cult involved.
She was
in.
quite high up on the Zentarum.
And there was a book used to summon demons in her possession. Devils? Devils.
Devils, yes.
I mean, that's good enough for me.
I do want to point out we lost the book, so we technically do not have any evidence.
When you mentioned we lost the book, I just look at Rendar. Yes, we lost the book.
Right, correction. Rendar lost the book. And a horse. A dead
Skeleton
one.
horse.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Well, but I suppose
Fair
it is what it
Man,
belongs.
if we still had that horse, we could make a real impression drawing a carriage through this town.
Right? We would quite the talk of the
Render's
town.
head just kind of sinks slower, closer to his
I
bowl as
mean,
he's
I
eating.
feel like you guys already made quite the impression going through this town. What with
Oh.
big and tall over there.
I'll rub Rendar's arm. Oh, don't fret over a big guy. It's just only one of your many mishaps.
Really wasn't my fault.
No, of course not. And I'll look at Zalaron.
So,
So, I do believe it's getting late. If you don't mind, I would like to retire a tad early. Mathilda, you may choose to stay and speak to. You're off for the night. Do whatever it is you wish,
let me see something.
or whomever. Forget I said that. Never mind. There is a guest room.
So when you say that to her, at first she doesn't even notice you're speaking to her. So and then she kind of like snaps out of it and she looks at you. Oh, my apologies, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
Right, Cassius, feel free to stay as long as you wish.
And she like looks at him and smiles, and he smiles back.
Celeron's trying to run through all the rooms in this place. He's like, the guest room's not next to mine, right?
What? There is. They can use whatever room they wish, except mine, because I'm going into the mansion. All of you may choose to follow if you wish.
Please, please, I
you
don't
don't-
need that down tonight.
Zalaron, please. Do you
the
honestly
mansion?
think? Do you honestly think I would stoop as so low to stay in a dump like this? This place
No,
is
this is
ghastly.
quite accurate. I'm not even sure they're proper down beds, to tell you honestly. I think they might be straw.
Oh my lord, can we come into the mansion too? She looks.
The other one just gives Giovanni a look like, no.
Who asked me? Who asked me? Matilda?
Matilda.
Well, my dear, you're already in the mansion. I was just speaking metaphorically. It's a story.
No.
You're in one at the moment. Choose to. Feel free to stay in whichever room you so wish, except mine. You'll know what it is. I've already etched my name into the door.
Yeah, she knows exactly which room is yours. Well, everyone's room is
She's
taken,
been
so.
snooping outside of it the last night.
Yeah, seriously.
Right, and make sure to do the laundry in the morning.
Of course.
Anyways, I shall retire to the mansion. I sort of point to my forehead. Annabeth, would you like to? Well, I don't suppose it would be prudent to ask, but since you are considered an ally now, since you've helped us greatly, would you like to stay in the mansion? The other one.
You keep mentioning this mansion. I'm intrigued.
It is a code word. It is a code word. Go. I'm going to lead everybody into my room first.
Upstairs, okay.
And then I'll throw up the mansion.
I'll just copy everyone.
I'm sure even Costa would prefer to stay in the mansion than, this place.
I'm sure.
He's become accustomed to a certain standard of living now in his old age.
We're civilizing him and Rendar. Now, Avalon, forgive me. When I said code word for mansion, it really is literally a mansion. It's the code word. There's no code word. It's a mansion. I just don't want the servants to find out.
Okay.
I don't wish for the help to stay with us.
I mean, fair enough.
I'll throw it up.
And honestly, the help in this mansion is far better than the help we have here.
Oh yes, I mean for starters, they actually listen to me.
So intrigued.
They listen to me, and I don't have to pay them. Wonderful, free labor.
Yeah, so describe.
I'm so curious about whatever it is you're about to do.
So describe how the door appears.
Wait. I'm just gonna double check what I need. I need a miniature portal carved from a small piece of polished marble or a tiny silver spoon. Yeah, I would have gotten all that. Let's say that. Just place it all down, cast a ritual, and everything just sort of like, and it starts to build up. You hear like bricks and mortar and all this building sounds. And you hear just at the very end, you hear a big as the door finally springs into existence.
So that's what Ava just.
Okay.
There's like a little lamp on the doorway.
Interesting.
Ladies first.
And this.
Actually,
does
no,
that
wait.
mean all right.
No.
Okay.
No. You're the new person. You may be a lady, but you're the new person. So technically, you'd be in the background line. I go in first.
Yeah. Alrighty. Sure.
Everyone else, then Anna Maria.
Oh boy. All right. Yeah, you come in and it's grand, of course. You always change it around, so I can't explain what it looks like.
It looks this. It goes back to the previous setting, minus all the druid friendly stuff. So no leaves and dirt and stuff. It's the proper massive mansion.
Yeah, your servants start taking care of everybody once you walk in, doing anything they're capable of course.
Would anybody care for some dessert?
I could be
This is
persuaded.
fucking cool. This is
This
pretty
is
fucking cool.
Yes, this is very cool, as the children say today.
As the other one gets in, he's already like taking off his cloak and trading it for like a house coat.
Oh yeah, the big robe with it's not almost like a bathrobe, a smoking
Exactly.
robe.
Yeah, like a proper house coat.
Amazing.
a nice smoking coat. With the, for everybody gets fuzzy slippers should they choose to use them.
I mean, who's not going to take fuzzy slippers?
Yeah, what psychopath says no to that?
Yes, no shoes inside the house. Dirty up the carpet.
Render our
Alright,
heads
I'll admit, this is
immediately to
impressive.
the workout area.
Randon, no dessert? You too
No, thank
healthy for that? All right.
Yeah, I mean, he did have like 10 servings of that too. I'm surprised he has any room at all.
Sherry, no dessert? Oh, I don't like sweet things. Move aside. And he'll sort of,
You fucking pigeon.
he'll purposely bump. So I guess he would be behind Ava now since she would have stepped up and taken a look, I'm assuming. Sort of like, whoa, what's this?
Mm-hmm.
He would walk forward and purposely bump into her shoulder a little bit. Oh, watch yourself.
Careful, old man, don't chip your shoulder.
Put an image of the house coat Zaileron's wearing.
I actually have something very similar to that. That's funny.
I was actually thinking more of a smoking jacket.
Like something more like what Hugh Hefner used to wear all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah, I figured that's what like that was originally went into my mind, and then I was like, wait a minute, he's an elf. He wants something like more trim.
Bougie.
Yeah, a little more fancy. So I definitely would put on like a smoking jacket.
My
Red
armor
silk.
will change to look like a more relaxed jacket.
Yeah, you guys keep noticing her armor changes to whatever she wants it to. It's always spotless.
Yeah, you know, seen it, been there, done that.
I mean, you just summoned a mansion out of your ass, so
Yeah.
it's
And
fair.
for dessert, strudel of the highest quality.
I'm trying to
Sure, I've
find.
ever had. What is a strudel? Sounds interesting.
So wonderful. Whatever the what are Germans like? What's like the sort of Germanic race called in here again?
The
Zemnians?
Zvi something or other?
Zemnians, right?
That's it.
A most wonderful Zemnian dessert that I've encountered when an envoy of them traveled through Baldur's Gate. It is puff pastry, freshly baked with fresh fruits inside. Sometimes fresh fruits inside. Sometimes more of a sweet paste with the best topping of all: freshly whipped cream.
Now, out of character, I have to ask: is this a apple strudel? Pear strudel? What are we looking at here? Like a fig strudel?
How many different types of
Ooh.
strudel are there? Oh, well,
There's
fruit
a
ones.
lot. I'm from a European family. There's a lot of different strudels. You can even have savory strudels, which are like zucchini and cheese.
Let's see. Let's do. I want to do. It's a 1d4. 1d4 apple, pear, fig, and strawberry. How about that? Sound good?
All right.
Pear.
Pear. Oh, well, sounds quite intriguing.
Caramelized pears, fresh to whipped cream, and beautiful puff pastry.
Zaileron thoroughly enjoys it.
Oh yeah.
I thought I saw a magnificent mansion map in a book.
Is
once.
the like raunchy painting of Giovanni still up?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's not just. It's. I mean, Ava would have noticed. It moves every so often.
I'm just imagining it like doing the eyebrow wiggle every once in a while.
It's the come hither one when I'm with silk cloth, well, like a silk cloth draped over my nether regions.
Ah,
when
Also
he
intriguing.
when he does like a pose, does the silk cloth temporarily like reveal anything?
I don't know. Everything is static,
Ooh.
but when the sort of sheepish smile curls up on the side of my mouth, and I do the come hither motion as I'm laying down. You like it? I
Is
can't
that
help.
Was that commissioned?
Sure, by me, created by me.
I mean, an artiste you are. All right, good job, I guess.
Oh, pish posh. It's not even my best work. You should see the
I
one I
mean,
left.
I'm.
You should see the one I left in Leandra's room now, considering she won't use it anymore. In
Oh
fact, it shall be.
boy, there's
In,
more.
in fact, there shall be a rather devilish surprise when she opens her room whenever she comes back.
Oh boy, kind of hope I get to witness that.
What is in there?
Oh, trying to think of the pose. I guess I would have just thought of it today or so. But I have Giovanni in his leather thigh boots. He's in his underwear. There's a stripper pole, and he has one leg almost completely parallel on top of the stripper pole. He's doing
I think he's doing the splits on it,
doing a standing split.
like the vertical
Yeah,
splits.
standing split.
Yeah. Incredible. She's gonna re-kill herself.
Wait, my beret's on. I should point that out.
Ooh, tasteful.
The hat stays on.
It's part of you.
Yeah, Zelaron will enjoy his strudel and then probably go for a massage before turning in.
Oh yes, we have a massage parlor. Would you like to partake, Annabelle?
You have what?
We have a massage parlor. We have a hockey
Sauna.
rink. We have a football field, both kinds. We have that thing that old people do and on the cruise ships, canasta. What is it called? No, don't. Yes, we have a massage parlor, mud bath, everything.
This place just keeps getting better.
Manicures,
Yeah,
pedicures.
count me in.
Oh, and by the way, your room is down the main hall. Make a right, and it's the third door on the left.
I mean, fucking fantastic. Thanks.
You're welcome. Enjoy.
Were we ever informed that Mordenkainen can visit us in this mansion?
No, he's still spying on us.
That is an unfortunate bit of information
Yeah.
that was left out.
I think for Ava's room, I think aptly made for a woman of her religious standing, it would be blinding white marble.
Fancy.
Yeah, kind of like when Neo steps into the architect's room, was like all white.
I'm
So-
into it. Nice.
So, is that it for like? Does everyone just end their night? Is there anything else anyone wants to do?
I want to make sure her room is really really bright.
Ava's?
Yeah,
I've slept in worse places. It's fine.
like it's hard to sleep bright.
Why are you doing that to her?
Oh, no
'Cause
reason.
it's Giovanni.
'Cause
Why do you think there's a reason other than it's Giovanni?
this is kind of like the hazing. This is the hazing phase.
Oh my god, that's great.
I
I
polish.
feel like I've gathered that much and just like
Boy, it's an emergency. He's gonna just rapping at Rendar's door.
yes.
It's an emergency. Yeah.
What is it?
He hands him his boots.
Yeah, I was just about to come get them.
Oh, all right. Good night.
Night.
He'll enter through Rendar's door and open the joint room door. Good night.
Good night.
Alright. So, How is when Ava goes into a room and it's super bright? Is she actually okay, or is she able to fall asleep, or is she just pretending like everything's okay? How does she respond to it?
I mean, she slept in worse conditions, so I feel like just pillow over the face and that's fine.
Okay, makes sense.
She's kind of has an impression from these guys that they're good, but they're dickheads. So she's like, fair enough. So
What
Awesome.
would make you think that with the way we treat our hired help?
Yeah, we're not good.
from all that I've seen, is you guys are. I've heard the heroes of El Terrell. I've seen you hire a bunch of people. I've seen you kill a dragon. I've seen you do some charity work, and I've seen you play matchmaker. That's it. Based off that, you guys are okay.
Yeah, until you look at the
Again.
way we treat like bar staff or waiters, and then you realize, oh god, these people are horrible. The worst people in
We
the
haven't
world.
been there yet. Yeah, the second you like whistle for a waiter, I'm like, oh no.
Whistle. I think Giovanni would probably have his unseen servant clap or like snap his fingers.
Ooh. I have been snapped at by, or like I had the finger snap by a customer once, and I swear to I almost, oof,
Smack the
it's
shit out
not
of him.
fun. Honestly.
Nope, that's it. You're out. Goodbye.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for coming. Pay and get out.
Yeah, I don't even know how I would react to someone snap their fingers at me. I would just act like I don't hear
It was-
them. I
yeah.
don't know. Just-
I was
What a-
stunned for a second. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, sorry. You just what? No.
That's so rude.
No. Yeah. Oh
You
well.
don't- you don't gotta snap no more because you're about to catch these hands.
Snap one more time and it'll disable that. Yeah.
And that's it.
Okay.
Just, make sure to haze Ava as she joins the group. More or less.
Yeah, she's fine with it. She's hazed and been hazed. It's fine.
Okay. So yeah, you guys all end, I guess, end your night and go into your rooms and take a long rest. Geo, I guess.
I wake up with Mordenkainen in my face. Where is she? Oh,
Who are you?
No, throughout the night, I guess people, like, while they're in their rooms and they were getting ready, they would hear, it almost sounds like somebody walking outside of their rooms. Like, you hear, like, the wood creak. But every time you look, there's no one there. And it only happened, like, once or twice throughout the night, and then it goes away. Then you don't hear it again.
Okay, that's creepy.
I'm a heavy sleeper.
I just assume it's the servants.
I would be a heavy enough sleeper to not notice. I mean, I used to share a tent with Costa, so.
Fair enough.
Zaileron's not a heavy sleeper, but he is so convinced that we're completely safe in this mansion and nothing can get in that he doesn't even think about it. He figures it's just Rendar getting up for a glass of water or something in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Anyone, I feel like Zaileron would have definitely heard it. He's so, sees everything.
Well, technically, also doesn't sleep. Elves, right?
True.
That's
Just
true.
meditates.
So yeah, Zaileron, you definitely would have heard it. Something sounded like somebody walking through the house. But it only happened, like I said, really quickly, and then it was gone.
Like that, he doesn't think anything of it. He figures it's just one of his compatriots wandering around.
Right. Yeah, and the morning comes.
I feel as though Zaileron would sleep anyways. Just like,
Oh,
I got,
100%. His version of a trance is just 4 hours of sleeping.
I got shit to do. I might as well just. I mean, nobody else is awake. I don't have cards to play. Might as well just, just sleep the rest of the
Have a
night.
little nap. It's not that he can't sleep. He just, he definitely does.
Okay. So yeah, next day, what do people do?
Stay. Waking up to a wonderful breakfast of anything you want. Anything you want. A daughter, anything you want. Anything your heart desires, you shall have.
Does he say that in a seductive pose?
No, I just have it with one finger one finger up for extra emphasis. Anything you desire, you shall have, in terms of sustenance.
You do crepes. Haven't had a good crepe in like years.
Why, of course. Would you like that flambéed in front of you?
Oh, gods, yeah.
I wanna I wanna clap at my servants.
I mean, yeah.
And they'll bring it out, everything. The stove, the portable stove, the pan, the brandy, and everything.
Again, just visually very impressed.
Would you like caramelized oranges with it?
Oh, I mean, yes.
Yeah.
That
Giovanni,
sounds so
you
good.
know how to live.
I
know.
I never had a
Just sat there and
caramelized
it's making me
orange.
I've had
I
like
learned-
a
I
smoked
learned-
orange, never caramelized. That sounds amazing.
A smoked. Oh.
Like over like not like smoked, but like done over like what am I thinking of? Like smoked cedar chips. It's really good.
Was it warm?
It was just the peel. It was
Ah.
used for like flavoring. It was really good.
Okay. 'Cause I was like warm fruit. Warm fruit. If it's not in like a dessert, it's like
No. No,
Can you
it
imagine
wasn't a dessert. I should have clarified that.
breaking out of lukewarm orange. Ugh. Just eating it. It's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Hey, you want to have this? It's a microwaved orange for dessert. Sorry, what?
In fact, we'll all have crepes this morning, except for Sherry, of course.
Actually,
but-
you know what? As odd as it might sound, I think I'm gonna join Sherry in the porridge. Although, could I get a poached pear with it?
Yes, of course. I believe Costa wants like kippers and porridge
Ooh,
with the fish.
I'll pass on the kippers. Just the porridge. Odd craving for porridge all of a sudden.
He
What-
even eats like a damn seagull.
what is Rendar have for breakfast?
He'll just have the crepes.
He just takes whatever he gets.
He's not picky, but he's gonna have like 10 of them.
Ever since I learned the mansion, I think Rendar has probably been the most how do I say this? What would be the past tense of nutritionalized? He's probably had the best food in his life. for the
Oh,
past
100%,
months
yeah.
ever. The highest,
It's cooked. He didn't have to kill it himself.
highest quality, nutritionally and taste wise, everything.
Be surprised if with like every meal, Rendar has just a massive protein shake too.
Yeah, the
Well, of
pre-workout.
course.
Hey, the pre-workout, man, you got to get that in.
The creatine mix, like, oh yeah, here we go.
I even get him the bottle with the shaker in it.
There you go.
He's one of those guys that just walks around with that.
That walks around with a protein shake and a duffel bag. Nothing's in it. Just nothing's in it. He just carries around a duffel bag just in case.
It just. Well, no,
My
there's
bag
like
of
those like
holding.
week old smelly sweatpants that are in there.
I
We
do,
definitely
yeah.
need to reflavor the bag of holding to just be a duffel bag that Rendar carries around.
The duffel bag of holding.
We assume Rendar works out with his clothes on, well, or rather with pants on.
True. is fair.
He doesn't.
You go down to the training room. Oh god.
I'm sure he wears a jockstrap for that at least.
Oh, of course. He's
I'm
gonna
not
want everything
sure.
flopping about.
But yeah, when he's doing I mean, when you're doing pull-ups and everything, bench press. I mean, you gotta let it flow, man. You gotta let things sing, as nature intended.
Actually, yeah, he probably would.
Oh man. All right, remind me to never join him down there.
Well, I'm sure Giovanni has informed Rendar to wipe down all the machines.
Oh,
Replace the machines.
Proper etiquette.
hose him down.
I
Just have two
The
of
Lord
every
spray bottle and
machine,
cloth.
and just one is Rendar's.
I have cured disease. It's fine. Don't worry.
Well, there was that one night with the half orc. It's a good night.
I mean, So, do you usually work the strip club? Is that your gig?
No, that was one time thing. I didn't even know I was going to do anything.
Seriously? I mean, with that performance, that was your first time.
Yeah.
He missed his calling, really. Although you haven't really seen
I
him
mean-
swing that axe, so maybe that is his calling.
That's true. I did just see him briefly possessed. That was, yeah.
And obviously, it didn't know how to swing the axe as well as I did.
Well, obviously, possessions never work quite as well as they want. Well, hopefully, with the cult in view, I'll get to see you in action. I mean, you're the size of a barge, so I feel like you can hold your own.
Hmm.
Provided he doesn't get scared.
Okay. Let's not talk about
You
that.
get scared?
One time.
What was it?
It was the dragon.
Oh, okay. You know what? That's fair. They've got that weird thing. It's fine.
Well, sure, one time. Brenda, wink,
It was literally one time.
wink, wink.
Ugh.
It's all right.
That's
No
more
one's
like a magical thing too, isn't it?
no one's judging you, big guy. We love you. Otherwise, I wouldn't be feeding you such wonderful food.
Fair enough.
Look at that. You feast like a king. And you don't even know what a crepe is.
Nope.
Now, Geo, now that we have our affairs more or less in order here and we've established ourselves, should we get headed towards Waterdeep to try and secure that diamond? Get our ride back.
We should. 'Tis a long journey, and one we shall not take by ship ever again.
Nope.
Sebastian, about what I asked you the other day about the city, did you have an answer for that?
What did you ask me?
What city would I have last passed?
Oh my god, I totally forgot.
Temple.
So you're from Waterdeep, right?
Never.
But I journeyed my way down here, and I've been around. So wherever I would have kind of nearest here that has a temple to Torm.
I thought you said you were from Neverwinter. Neverwinter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you lie to the party already?
Neverwinter.
No, I'm from. No, I said I'm from. Where did I say?
You said
I think it
Neverwinter.
was Neverwinter. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
that is the truth.
So
Make an insight check.
on your way down the coast, I feel like you might have stopped at a lot of the major cities on your journeys. So
Well, 'cause I have that. The
Really
only reason I'm
not
asking
to.
is because I have that spell. Where to recall?
Mhm.
So I would have last cast that wherever the last temple is that I passed through. Is all I ask for. It's not urgent. But I have like a weird teleport that only works at like temples or relics of Torm, that I can get everybody back to there.
I mean, you definitely would have had one in Neverwinter.
As far as like the main roads go, there isn't really anything between waters.
I know. That's yeah.
In fact, the main road gets cut off at
Yeah.
the Dragonspear Castle.
But you also know Neverwinter is the closest to Phandalin and Leland.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
nope.
we gotta get to Waterdeep to get a diamond exchange one.
Also, you're I don't know, one of those holy people.
Yup.
Do we need to do anything? Do we need to like put herbs in with the corpse down there to keep it from getting any worse?
Ah,
I
yes.
mean,
Is that
there
something
are
we need to
ways
worry
preserve
about?
it.
Does Leandro require a bouquet garnet?
I've never been really worried about preserving corpses. More worried about making them personally, but
Yeah, I get that vibe. what's this?
Rosemary, thyme, sage, bay leaf.
some dill perhaps.
Probably sage.
I mean, are you preserving it
Yeah.
or cooking a meal? Because now it
Uh,
sounds like you're getting
Out
hungry.
of character, Zaleron's wondering if we need to cast Gentle Repose to keep the corpse from getting worse.
I was
While we're
just,
gone.
that's the name of the spell I was looking for. I'm just wondering if I can.
So, Leandra, out of character, how would you have traveled down to Baldur's Gate?
Leandra.
On the river Styx,
Ava.
probably.
Yeah, exactly. You roll,
Roll,
roll. your boat.
Ava.
Well, because it wasn't a direct journey here, I was kind of bumbling about
Here.
for a while before I got here.
Here's the map. Oh wait, let me put some tokens on it. Oh wait,
Why isn't there
Yeah, where's
the
the
main?
map?
Why isn't the main road connected? That's so weird.
Because the north hates the south, or vice versa.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, I'll cast Gentle. Well, do I? I would have known that I would have had to do this, so I would have prepped that spell. Or do I already have it prepped? I don't know. Let me check.
I don't think clerics prep spells. It's just,
Yeah, because I have
cast
the
whatever.
clerics have access to the whole list of cleric spells, and then it's just
Yeah.
you pick and choose. So, yeah, sure. So I will. You have salt I can borrow real quick.
mountains.
All right, I need a pinch of salt. Where's the body?
I'll have my servants
In
give
a
her
sack,
black
I
bowl.
believe.
Yes, in a
Mm.
well, in a sack.
oh, so you left the Magnificent Mansion?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we would come out pretty much.
Once we've had breakfast and we've discussed what we're going to do for the day, yeah, we'll leave.
Breakfast, coffee or tea, whatever.
Okay. As you come out, Mathilda says to you, "My lord, you had a visitor this morning. It was from the Tillerton, the noble family, the Tillertons. They request."
Is she waiting outside the mansion door?
No, and I guess you guys would have came down.
Oh, okay. So, good morning, Mathilda.
Yeah.
Did you have anything happen? Anything interesting happen last night? Last night?
Yeah, she's in the kitchen. There's the table is filled with like breakfast foods and fruits and breads and things like that. You see Diamond, whatever his name is, sitting there eating his breakfast. He's just enjoying it. She has this big smile on her face. She's like, just there's a different feel about her. So
She's a glow, if you
yeah,
will.
she's glowing, and then so yeah, when she sees you, she's happy and oh my lord, you had a visitor today.
Delaron probably almost feels bad about having a great breakfast before leaving the mansion. Seeing all this food, they're like, shit.
Yeah, and I prepared breakfast for you.
Oh, no need for that. We've already eaten. Don't worry about it.
Render will sit down for a couple plates.
Except Brenda.
Okay.
I mean, what did she make?
It's. I would say there's
The
different
the
fruits. Yeah, the stereotypical.
The movie stuff.
Yeah.
When mom makes everything, all the pancakes and waffles and stuff. Sorry, mom. Gotta go to
Have some like
school.
fruit and shit if she's got that laid out.
I mean,
Ugh.
Zaleron will grab like a couple of Eggos or whatever and just throw them in his pack for later.
It goes.
Ye old Eggos.
Like
Yeah.
little Eggos, just fold them up and stick them in your pocket.
Yep.
Just munch
Awesome.
on them on the way, on the road.
Where is
Yeah, I'll have some of the fruit she's laid out. I feel bad. There's always room for fruit.
I don't.
We know that.
Like I said, Zaleron almost feels bad. But then probably when he has a bite of one of the Eggos that clearly tastes like frostburn, you're just like, yeah, no, glad I had normal breakfast.
she looks at Diamond. She says, "Stallion, would you like some more fruit?" And she as she leans over, you can tell she brushes up against them.
I'm gonna be sitting there reading the morning paper, assuming there's a sort of newspaper in Baldur's Gate of some sorts.
I'm sure there is.
It's like I'll sort of lean in. Did she just call him Stallion? No. All right.
I think she took him for a ride.
Woo! Giddy up! Giddy up, as they say. I'll just continue reading my paper.
Oh, and then she says, "Oh, again, you had a visitor.
From
The
from
Tillerton family. Being from Baldur's Gate, you would know that the Tillerton noble family is like a prominent noble family of Baldur's Gate. They own a lot of the land, and they're big renters for this area. They also trace their lineage back to like the original 4 dukes that have founded Baldur's Gate.
A bunch of felons is what they are. Wonderful. We shall visit them today, before we depart to the fields of the dead, to get our favor from the dragon, whatever her name is.
Well, maybe
Chlamydia?
she has a diamond that we could borrow. That would save us a hell of a lot of travel.
Just rustle my newspaper. Exactly. That is good thinking. Zadron, this is why I'm beginning to like you.
Just waves one of his egos at you.
Brilliant. The dragon. Although we did save her life, so we should be able to take more than just one diamond.
Oh, definitely. No, we're not asking for just the diamond. That's completely out of the question.
We'll have to extort her as much as possible before she eats us, anyways. Well, then again, we can kill her. It's pretty easy.
I did it
I think
twice
we can take it.
or once before.
Yeah, it's very easy. Anyways, enjoy your breakfast, and we shall talk to the Tillertons. Wankers. Post haste.
Sorry, I was getting tea and missed that. Who visited us?
The
Just
Tillerton.
Sorry.
Tillertons. Tillerturn, I guess. Tillerturn.
The Teletubbies came to visit us. We're gonna go visit the Teletubbies.
Friends, there nobles from around here?
Mm-hmm. It's one of the prominent families of Waterdeep. Or Baldur's Gate.
Shauna frantically writing out notes.
Yep.
Cassius, do feel free to stay around. You are a welcome friend, and one of my few left that the dragon hasn't slain. So I do appreciate it if you would, stay. Better than your crummy apartment.
He looks at you and he says, "Oh,
More like a compartment."
yeah, he likes the idea, and he says, "Oh, of course." He said, "Is there anything you might need me to do around here?"
Yes, clean the sheets every night. After every night. You know what I'm talking about.
He says, "Sure do. You got it, boss."
Everyone probably leans over towards Giovanni. Do you sure you want? I mean, it might distract our help from doing their normal tasks around the house if he's here all the time.
The newspaper comes down again. The maids, they don't need to do anything. The mansion, they don't have to do anything. All they have to do is not have the house fall into ruin, just dust and things like that. Mop the floors. We have a real mansion, or rather, I have a real mansion.
Fair, but I mean, this is where we're going to have to host guests. So this place needs to look respectable. Is all I'm gonna say.
Precisely. As long as they keep the pantry stocked and everything, and all the services dusted, we'll be fine. And
It's your house.
And as long as my colors
Point
are
of
fine.
order.
Was that?
Those wands of the war mages that were snagged, are they in use?
No.
Zaleron is currently using them to hold his hair up.
You use one of them.
I'm picturing like a bun with the.
Oh, he's
two-
done the full like Asian thing with the chopsticks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bougie. Well, there's 3 wands. There's 2 out there because there's a plus. I mean, does Giovanni want any? I assume Costa doesn't.
No, I don't need any. You can check in the party loot. I put them up.
Yeah, because there's a +1, and if the +2 wand of the war mage is up for grabs, I will not say no. I do have an attunement slot open.
Zaleron takes it out of his hair. Fine. Go back to my normal braid.
I mean, it's a good look, but utility and all that. Yeah, I'll snag that if no one's gonna use it.
I don't think I can use it, but I
Because
would
I
if I
don't think
could.
anybody really can. So
I mean, Rendar could use
Yeah,
it too.
I think it requires attunement by a spellcaster.
can Giovanni not attune to it?
I'm sure I can. I just don't want to. I just don't care to.
Fair.
The thing is, I don't really cast Firebolt too often. I mean, I
True.
do cast it, and it's like a +1. It's really not going to make too much of a difference for me.
I have a couple that could be useful for. You know what I'm talking about after last night's nuke.
Right. Well, I guess let's should we go meet these Tibbletons or whatever they are?
We shall. And will you look at?
Do I need to change, Giovanni?
No, you can go as you wish. Everyone can go as you wish. And after that, we can go horse racing. Or rather, go bet on horse racing. I see in the
That
paper.
seems much more my speed.
In the
So-
paper, it's apparently it's back at Baldur's Gate already. Wonderful. Let us be off. Cassius, Mathilda, Tanisha, we are off. Oh, Tristan? Yes.
She says, of course, my lord, I will watch everything. She kind of gives you the, I don't know.
Bow. Just,
Yeah.
Curtsy bow.
Curtsy bow.
Oh, and by the way, make sure you hire another guard. Thank you. At least one more.
Of course, my lord.
Oh, and Cassius, one thing. You see that when you see Tristan around, the assistant janitor, he's quite elderly. Just make sure he doesn't die, or rather, if he does die, just bury him.
I haven't seen him yet, sir. Today.
You will. You will.
Oh, that's not promising.
Eventually, you will.
May already be dead somewhere in a corner.
In fact,
Do
why don't
suss
you go?
out the smell if he
Should we
begins to
do a
rot.
sweep?
No,
No,
it is
no,
above us
no.
or below us. We're fine.
Cassius, why don't you just do me a favor? Just do an old friend a favor and do a sweep of all the rooms and make sure our assistant janitor hasn't died in his bed.
He said, you got it, boss.
Oh no, Cassius, I'm not your boss. I'm your friend. It's me, Gio.
He says it more in like a funny friendship kind of way.
Oh, come here.
So yeah, gives you a hug, like a bro hug.
Bro hug, give him a hug, squeeze him in. It has been a very long time since he's
Yeah, and then when he squeezes you, you hear him whisper to you. He's like, "Thank you."
anything for you, Cassie.
Oh, no kidding.
Relax. Give him a pat on.
Freeway coming up.
I know.
Give him a pat on the cheek.
Alright. Yeah, and he gets back down and starts eating some more.
All right, let's just be off. We have important, noble things to do now that we are of a royal family. Well, I shouldn't say family. Of a royal group. Household, I would say, minus Annabelle.
All right. So, where do you go first?
Tillertons.
Okay. So yeah, you start. Is everyone going? Like including Costa?
Yeah, I'm sure Costa would know these people. Well, obviously not personally, but he would he would know of them.
Yeah. Right. So you guys all make your way through the streets of Baldur's Gate. Since now the cult has been killed, people kind of have this more positive attitude about themselves. You start seeing people like even smiling a little bit more, but I mean, they smile at you because you guys are heroes and they wave and people thank you. Some people actually try to offer you guys a few coins of what they have. Like some old person comes up and says, I heard all the stuff you have done for us, and I just wanted to show my thanks by giving you this. And he pulls out a little coin pouch, and you hear some little jingles inside.
Thank you.
I mean, we're not above taking charity, right?
You are my good man. You are too kind. You are too kind. Thank you very much.
If it wasn't for you, I'd be dead, so I appreciate it. And he kind of does a little bow, and he walks off. When you open up the pouch, there's 3 gold pieces inside.
Oh shit!
Just
Like,
3?
His entire earnings for
But
like a year.
It's like in silvers and coppers, but it's equal to about 3 gold pieces.
Yeah. Rendar, do you want it?
Sure.
I'll put the 3 gold in your inventory.
Alright. Yeah, you make your way to the Tillertons. When you arrive, there is a guard, of course, at the front gate. He sees you coming, and he just says to you, "Name, please."
Dick Hammerbush.
We're not expecting anyone from that name. Do you have an appointment?
I jest. It is Giovanni out of there.
Oh, my apologies, my lord. They are waiting for you, and he opens up the gate.
I walk in. You are not forgiven.
Hey, as we walk by him, I whispered to Gio, like, "Say, he's awful professional. You think we could get him to come work for us?"
I'll stop mid stride, like 8 feet away from the guard. I'll reverse back. Say, how much are the Tillertons paying you?
He says, "Quite well, my lord."
Defined quite well. Weekly.
He says, "It is not my place to discuss their matters, their finances."
Oh, tis your finances, no? It is your paycheck, your salary.
I don't think they would appreciate it.
Nobody's going to tell them. Who are... What, you think I'm going to tell them? No, of course not.
Give me a persuasion check.
Nice.
I can roll disadvantage if you want me to. If he's like super
Yeah,
low.
let's do disadvantage. Yep.
Like it matters.
I know. Oh, God, yeah. He says, "They pay me quite well. They pay me 30 gold pieces a month."
So a gold a day. Can we afford it?
I mean, we could definitely afford it. It's a question of, do we care enough?
Nah.
Well, let's see how these people treat us, and if they're assholes when we leave, we recruit the guy.
Oh yeah, on our way out. Yeah,
Yes.
one gold a day. Intriguing.
Okay.
I'm assuming it follows standard 30-day month or so.
Whoa. So I'm reading the expenses right now. So at the start of each week or month, your choice choose a lifestyle from the expenses table. Yeah. So yeah, 30. Okay.
So,
Oh wait, no, because this is 1 gold. So I guess it's 1 gold piece. So that would be 1 week. So then 4.
4 gold pieces a month, kind of
Yeah,
thing. 5,
four
maybe
gold
if he's
pieces a
doing
month.
well.
Yeah. So we'll say they're actually paying him about 6 a month.
I mean,
that is a pittance.
Again, let's see how they treat us. If they are very friendly, and then we won't steal their, front gate guy. But
in the meantime, intriguing. What's your name?
Carlos.
Mencia.
At this point, Sebastian, you need to realize that we don't care about like the main NPCs. We need the names of all these randos.
I
That are
know.
Just start using that generator during the week.
His name is Hugh.
I should
Hugh
just-
Man.
Carlos, wonderful name. I shall keep that in mind.
and feel free to use Jeff. Like,
Yeah. All right.
Just a lot. Just every other NPC is Jeff.
So are
Not
we?
like we're gonna remember any of their names, anyways.
I guess we can just
I
keep
mean-
Carlos.
I don't write anything down.
No, you don't have to. I just do. Giovanni just does it because oftentimes famous people will ask the names but forget it anyways. It just makes other people feel more important.
Fair.
I'm trying to be like Leandra and take notes.
Yeah. Well, if you ever need anything cross-referenced, I have notes on everything. Sorry.
All right, so you guys walk through. The butler opens the front door. He sits you down in the main area. It probably takes a while because they're nobles, so they do that whole thing where they make you wait. So for the next, we'll say about 20 minutes goes by. What do you guys do?
What
I
are we
have
sat at? Are we sat at like a nice table?
You're just in the
Brenda-
front, like, foyer place area.
Rendar remains standing and is pacing.
Wait, is it no, we're not in a seated area?
Well, there's seats to sit down, but it's just like the front room where there's like seats against the wall.
Okay.
It's nice. It's a nice house. And then you hear someone coming down the steps. It is a woman. She is finely dressed, all in black, and she goes, "My apologies. I didn't mean to make you wait. You know, noble duties and all." And she says,
I'll make her look up and down. Yes. Just, a large duty it is.
and she goes, "Oh, we haven't met." And she, of course, goes up to you, Giovanni, because you're about the best dressed. And she says, "I've never heard of your noble family before. Where are you from?"
Why, Baldur's Gate, dear?
I know all the noble families in Baldur's Gate, and the noble family of, what is it? What's your last name?
Erebor.
Erever, is not one of them.
Oh, my dear, then you must have miscounted. Because we clearly are here, all of us present, except for her.
So you're all family?
Yes. Can't you see the resemblance? I'll smile.
Rendar.
She says, "I know you're the heroes who saved Elturel, but noble family or not."
I'm just thinking of this right now. We've got a full elf, a half elf, a half orc, and
No.
an angel.
And an angel, I know, she's not falling for that. But she does say, it doesn't matter. What matters is you are noble family now, correct?
Well, look, the Sailor Upright looks over like, look, reincarnation's a real bitch, okay? I didn't have these pointy ears before.
Give me a deception check.
Can I cast guidance on him as he says that?
Sure. I mean, she would see you cast the spell, right?
Oh, right, true.
Ugh, terrible roll.
She just kind of gives you a look, but kind of ignores you because she wasn't talking to you.
Classic.
Well, we are a family now, minus her.
She goes, "Well, what happened to the noble family that lived in that house?"
There was none. Would you believe that 'twas abandoned?
She says, "I know the Van Lilies quite well. They wouldn't just leave."
Von Bukes.
Von Bukes.
What would you? Well, they actually did leave, rather violently.
Well, as the new owners of the house, you'll have to pay rent.
I beg your pardon. Rent?
Yes, the Van Dukes were paying rent.
Were they?
Of course.
Because the
Were
last
they? Do I get the feeling she's lying?
Give me an insight check.
Are we getting extorted here?
Also, I wish I still had Leandra for the sole fact that she has everyone's dirty secrets because she read what's her face's mind, so she'd know this bitch's dirty secrets. Extort her right back.
You get the sense that she's not really lying. No, they owed her money.
Oopsie, I rolled perception. Insight would have been the same. Sorry.
I totally forgot who the mom was. The mom's first name. Was it
Let me
Geraldine?
check.
Genevieve, maybe?
Genevieve.
Genevieve.
You're telling me Genevieve von Bukes, the one who died in a dirty, dank cellar because she was worshipping the cult, by the way, owed you money, rent money.
She says, "I handle a lot of the properties around Baldur's Gate. That is what my family does." And so you're telling me that Genevieve is dead?
She has since passed. Yes.
And why didn't you say this before?
I would have. What did you think she did? Fly out of here? Did you not know she was involved in the cults? In fact, she was the very woman who introduced them to this city, including the dragon.
Is that so? She says to you.
Yes, a juicy bit of gossip. Unless she was innocent, and you were the one who did it.
No, I always suspected her of doing the wrong things, so I'm not surprised.
You're wearing all black, reminiscent of Ebon Death.
No, and all the people who just died in Baldur's Gate.
I'm sure.
She says,
Mourning all that sweet, sweet rent income, maybe.
Yeah, I believe that.
she
Yeah,
says,
rich people.
so I'm here, since you're here, you can easily pay the debt. It's 1,400 gold pieces.
Oh, one moment. I'll look in my. Hold on. No.
Rendar walks up behind Giovanni,
Oh, here we
arms
go.
crossed.
The best part is, it's not that we don't have the money to do this; it's just we refuse to.
How about we do not pay that debt because we are not the Van Bukes, and we don't have this conversation ever again. You
Well,
leave us alone, we leave you alone.
The property belongs to me.
I don't believe I recall seeing your name on the deed.
Precisely. And I do believe the heroes and the saviors of Baldur's Gate and El Terrell do have now some pull with the local government, including one sergeant of the Flaming Fists. Oh, that's me.
She says,
Recruited sergeant, actually.
she says, I am one of the founding families of Baldur's Gate. If anyone has pool of this place, it would be me.
And you can pull these
Cool.
nuts, my dear. I don't bloody care how much property you own. Our house, our abode is ours. We have the deed. We have legal rights to it. We didn't see your name on it.
She's just staring at you,
Oh,
and she
jeez.
says,
What a Geo! If it came down to it, and she really pushed the subject, how many of her downtrodden renters would rally behind us?
Ooh, that's right. How many properties do you own again? Half of Waterdeep, including the port, including the lower city.
Baldur's
that's-
Gate?
Yes, that's a lot of people, angry people. You know they don't.
She's-
You know people don't like landlords to begin with.
She
Money
says,
and manners don't pay much when there's an owl bear chasing you up a tree.
She says, I pay a lot of the funds of the guards here for Baldur's Gate.
Ah, the
The
funds.
dead guards now.
We donate a lot of money. I assure you, we have some
That's-
pull.
The 6 gold a week don't make me laugh. You're paying that gentleman out front.
She says, I understand if you can't afford it. It is a lot of money for people who are not of the true noble families.
Yes,
I'm sure
it
we
is
could
quite-
maybe work out a deal.
Ah, yes, we could work out a deal. We can't pay it. We just refuse
I-
to.
I
How
think-
about this? How about this? You don't talk to us. This is the deal, by the way, the proposition. You don't talk to us. We don't talk to you. You leave us alone. We leave you alone. How about that? No rent, no nothing. You just leave the Von Buch villa alone as it stands.
She says,
You mind your business, we'll mind ours.
but it is my business.
What, my dear? 'Tis only one property. You own however much of Baldur's Gate. You shall not miss that much money, unless you don't have as much as you say you do.
I will
That'd be the
not
case.
be
Could you be
insulted
hard
in
up
my
for
own
cash?
house. And she tells her butler, she goes, bring them out. And then she just walks up the stairs. And the butler comes up and starts to escort you guys out. Not aggressively. He just puts his arms up like, please, step out.
Say, Jeeves, how much is she paying you?
He doesn't speak.
I do the kind of jerk forward at him just to see what he does.
Give me intimidation.
All right, I'll roll. Rolled you a 15.
Nice. Yeah, he like kind of backs up real quick, and then he kind of stands back up as if he wasn't affected.
Zaileron will probably produce one of his platinum pieces and just start like rolling it across his fingers back and forth, and look at it, the servant, and be like, "It's not that we don't have the money; we just don't take extortion very well."
Say, how much does she pay you on a weekly salary?
Yes, I'm sorry, you
gold?
must leave.
1 gold, 2 gold?
Please don't make me call the guard.
We can pay you 5 per week. And you will have free reign over the villa.
He says,
I'm not even around half the time.
Master Butler, and we're not even there most of the time, exactly.
I know better than to make an enemy of the Tillerton family.
Oh, and you wish to make enemies of us?
I'm just escorting you out, sir.
I'm just saying. I'm only saying. If you desire to retire a little more peacefully in a house where any rooms you can choose any bedroom to your liking, come by the Von Buch's villa or the Arivir villa. You know where it is.
I will think about it, my lord. Thank you.
See you later, Jeeves.
New mission unlocked. Drive down house prices.
Well, no, we're the new mission is definitely going to be destroy the Teletubbies or whatever the fuck they are.
No, we're going to encroach on their we're going to engage in a real estate battle.
Oh, goodness.
So Halia Thornton once again put to
Get
the side.
sidelined.
No. We're going with that. That's priority number 1. Well, priority 1.5 because we still want to go to the dragon. But that's on the way.
At the same time, though, we're already here. We could tackle this now.
No. I want to face Halia Thornton while I'm still young, or rather, she's still young. The hag.
Fair. If she dies of old age, we lose our opportunity for revenge. So
Precisely, and there is no Leandra to transport us to hell to rip her soul back. Anyways, let's move on.
It's not that hard to jump from plane to plane.
Ooh, before we leave, do you think she has a diamond worth 1,000 GP that we could just purchase from her? If she's really so well off, perhaps a show of her nobility.
No, yes, one. Jeeves,
Yes.
could you call the lady back downstairs?
He says, he looks at you like he's scared to do it.
We wish to do business.
Excuse me. And he kind of goes upstairs, comes, a few minutes go by and he comes back down.
During the minutes, I'm going to take my dagger out. And in that sort of foyer area, I'm assuming there's going to be a wall that's sort of out of line of sight as the person comes from the house proper.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to carve a cock and balls.
So like right as you're finishing it up, doing your final touches, you hear the butler coming down the steps. And he says, my apologies, she's not accepting any guests at this time.
Well, we are. Come. I'm going to step right past them.
All right. Yeah, when you step past him, he kind of calls out and he says, guards! And then you can hear some rummaging coming down the halls as 2 guards come from the top steps.
Oh boy, you got both of them.
You have more than 1 guard. That is actually amicable. That is incredible. We need that.
Yes.
And
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
2 more come from a back room on the main floor, and then 2 more come from the front of the door.
Wonderful. They have so many.
By my count, I'm getting Rendar for 4 and Kosta for the rest.
Rendar's touching his axe and looking at everyone else like,
Wait.
Okay.
Wait a moment. Let's not proceed into hostilities quite yet. Gentlemen. Let's see. I've heard from an anonymous source. That source being by the front door, the front gate. That you all get paid a rather small pittance.
Oh god. So
I cast guidance on Giovanni.
The property taxes in this place alone cost more than what she pays you.
And you know what? Baldur's Gate is on the up and up. The economy is going to recover. Inflation's going down.
he says, the mistress has asked you to leave. Please leave now.
I'm just saying, I could make it worth all your whiles.
They just keep giving you a look, and they have their hands on their spears and weapons, and they keep trying to like slowly like advance you guys out of the front.
Think about it this way: all of you, or rather most of you, will have your own rooms, your own beds, feather. No more sleeping on the floor.
We
in
have
chambers.
rooms now. Please leave.
I'll start backing up. This isn't a fight worth having.
Roll my eyes. Fine, if you're so loyal to her. By the way, would the lady have 1,000 gold piece diamond by any chance?
Sir, please step out of the premises.
I feel like this is a job for Zaileron to come back later and just snag it.
None of you
Very,
are
very likely.
none of you are fun to work with, to be with. You know that?
I don't think I want to hire them as it is. They're they all have sticks up their asses.
Yes. And if they have rooms here, I can't imagine what their non-existent wives feel.
Alright.
If they ever even bedded with another person before.
I mean,
How
they
are you
look
supposed to
pretty
have?
cozy
How
with
are you
each
supposed to
other.
have fun ragers if these are the people who work for you? Shame, really.
I bet their idea of a party is playing canasta.
Of which we have a room. Wink, wink.
Alright. So you guys head out?
Wait, Carlos,
You-
they pay you, what's that, 5 gold a week?
A month.
5 gold a month. My dear, we can pay you 3 gold a week.
he looks at you. Are you being serious?
I'm being serious.
Oh.
That's more than twice your salary.
I produce. Let me just quickly check my inventory. Yeah, I'll produce 50 gold pieces. Pick.
And he kind of looks
What do you say?
around, then he looks at you and he says, "And what do you... He says, how are you going to protect me if they come after me?
They're not going to.
They,
come
they
after you.
wouldn't actively move against the noble house of the city, the heroes of the city, would they?
Yes, and if they do, we'll burn down their house
At the very least.
and incinerate all their children. I'm just jesting. Not really.
What about my children?
Your children will be safe. Your children will be absolutely safe. In fact, would your children like to live in a big house?
Are you saying my whole family can live in your estate?
How many children are we talking about?
Okay, yes, first of all, it's not the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, is he one of those people? Yeah, with like 20 kids.
Yeah,
You have like
he
16
got
kids
like
from
10
kids.
kids.
Says, I
What's
have,
that
I have-
scene from Meaning of Life where they're just like pouring out of the cupboards and shit?
Yeah, we need to put
And
a.
just dropping out.
I have a son and 2 daughters.
I look
Yeah, that's
back.
fine.
Three,
Yeah, I could
three
probably-
children and the wife. Is the wife present? Is
Yes,
Mrs.
she takes care of them.
3 children and the wife? We can accommodate that easily. We don't. I mean, for the love of God, we don't even sleep there.
Could we hire her too?
Oh yes. What does your wife
True.
do?
She's a cook.
Wonderful. We are in need of some because the other 2 are atrocious. Don't tell them I said that.
He says, can I at least think about it?
What is there to think about? Just say yes. Just say yes.
Give me a persuasion check. Like
Come
I'm
on,
You
have
have
the shoulder,
guidance. You
gently.
have guidance.
sturdy.
God.
I mean, if you need it.
What is there to think about? Twice your salary, and lodging paid for. Lodging is free for your entire family. You will be safe within the confines of the Aravir Villa and its grounds. And you, my dear, shall be the head guard, the captain.
He says, I'll be there in an hour.
Zaleron, while he leaves, will again pat him on the chest, be like, try and bring anybody you can with you as well. Obviously, they won't make quite as much as you, but we'll make it worth their time.
Yes, try to convince any of your comrades inside, and of the ones that are actually fun people.
I'll do my best, my lord.
All right, good man. I'll see you later, Carlos.
All right. And you
All right,
guys,
wonderful.
step out.
A new guard, everyone. New captain.
Interesting hiring method, but all right.
Do you really expect us to go down to a recruitment depot and do it from there?
No, I like the petty style is interesting. I'm not against it.
And any more experienced guard would be asking for a higher pay. Poaching.
Now, Gio, you do have a bit more knowledge regarding these contracts and such than I do. Does she have any legal grounds to come after us for that money?
I mean, like out of character, technically no, because we kind of like illegally acquired it, and we're not any of the beneficiaries or anything. We're not family of kin or anything. We're like a completely new. So technically, the debt wouldn't fall to us. I don't know how it works in fucking Faerun.
Well, the debt wouldn't fall to you, but if you don't own the property, then I mean that could be a problem.
Oh, we do
do
have
own
a
it.
deed
Yeah,
with
we have to.
our name on it.
I mean,
We forged the documents and everything.
I'm sure. Yeah, I mean you have them, of course. Yeah, when you produce them, they'll have them checked.
Yeah, but they might have a document that says this property owned by so and so.
We'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
Yep. And usually the property would be owned by the previous family, since they technically weren't aware of the changing of hands, because we killed them.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And you can I think the government would appease to the heroes, the
I think
saviors
so.
of the
Yeah,
entire city,
Yep.
rather than an uptight.
I'm just wondering what
landlord.
we need to prepare ourselves for as far as dealing with this family.
What, foreign
Obviously,
guards?
just openly burning their house down would probably be against the code legal in the city, but luring a second dragon here might deal with the problem for us.
We're
Ooh,
cashing in a
that could
favor
be
with
one
the
of our
first dragon.
favors.
That could be one of our favors, is what I was thinking.
I mean, we could always just politic our way up the ladder.
That would be the best part, to do this like fully legally and just rub it in her face.
As we crush her, she is left penniless.
Yeah.
And that haughty
I-
that haughty black dress will be in absolute tatters, and we'll stand over her and laugh as the last of her dignity.
We'll take over her retail empire.
Yep, and we
It'll be great.
shall be benevolent.
And I cut her head off.
Mind, I appreciate that.
No?
We could go on a slander campaign and fully convince people that she was in collaboration with the cult. Oh, we have ammunition. We have the perfect ammunition.
Well, also, if you bring Leandra back, she might have dirt on her that I can just give you.
Exactly. And she was the landlord for all this time, and she was still collecting rent while the city was all like
Fucked up and under
like,
siege
messed
by
up.
Yeah, in
the
ruins. Yeah, no rent subsidy. What a shitty person.
Yeah, and she was still collecting rent. That's a revolt if I ever seen one. Hey, vive la France, vive la révolution.
Down with the bourgeoisie.
All right, let's take our first 10-minute break.
Start a revolution by
Oh,
riling up the proletariat,
Yeah.
full Marxism and fucking Baldur's
I have
Gate.
no idea what's gonna happen.
Don't worry, we're going to Holly. It's pretty straightforward. We're still going to Holly Thornton first. We're giving you plenty of time to think.
Well,
But
why,
we're
thank
stopping off
you.
at the dragons, I'm guessing, yeah?
Yeah, because she owes us a favor. Big one.
All right. Go on a break. Whew. All right, so you guys left the noble's house. Where are you headed first?
We're gonna go pick up
To the
Leandra.
dragons?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
we,
got-
I mean, we should go back to the villa anyways. Hang around for an hour and a half, wait for Carlos to show up.
Make sure they don't immediately try to burn the place down.
Rendar will be watching them very closely.
Okay. Oops. So yeah, you guys make your way back to your place. Um, when you arrive, you have I can't think of his name. I just call him Stallion. Stallion. He's what would he be doing by now?
Cassius Savicki.
Cassius.
You can spell that last name however you wish.
Yeah, it just yeah, you come back, he'll actually you find him outside. He is just like tending the lawn. Doing some gardening and pruning a tree as you arrive. And he sees you come in. He says, back so soon. How was it?
It was wonderful. We shall be getting a new guard. By the way, Cassius, don't you have a job to get? Oh wait, no, it's your day off today, right? As a,
He said, you told me to stay.
no, I said you can stay as long as you wish. I didn't say you were going to work here from now on.
Oh, I was just doing some landscaping. It helps relax my mind. I like it. I enjoy it.
With your shirt off?
Says,
In the wintertime?
Mathilda likes it.
I was gonna say, I'm looking at the windows to see if I can see anybody peeking out through the fucking
She's
blinds.
here. She's right there. Yeah. Yeah, when you look over, you see her like kind of scuttle off. Scuttle, is that even a word?
God.
Old friend, I would say don't get too comfortable because you do have your own life to get back to. I'm not going to pull you away from the heart.
Oh, you don't think there's... I was thinking, you think there's anything I could do here? Since you are hiring a lot of people.
Zelrod kind of looks at Giovanni. He is getting older.
What an awful thing to say. You're right. Well, how old are you again?
How old are you? I would say he's close to your age.
Giovanni would be like just about 30 now.
All right, so he'll be 34.
Well, I want to swing back to Zaileron. Well, there are a lot of women that do prefer an older man,
He's only got like 3-4 years left in him.
No. It's all the new rage nowadays. They love that sort of elder male figure,
Yeah, but he's not got he doesn't have that silver fox look yet,
Well, they could play it off, the father fetish, that thing.
It could work. It could work.
Cassius, well, we could hire you, but I do say give, the heart is your home. You've been there so long. Yeah, it is true you are getting a little bit up there in the age, but you're still a dashing man. You're a wonderfully hunky man, as they say.
Oh.
You could still dance and everything and earn money. In fact, you could even take over and manage.
He says, I've never really had an interest in that there. He says, and my body's not what it used to be. I mean, look what happened when your friend just came in. I got pushed to the curb.
Nonsense, you look wonderful, and all you do is dance on a pole. We actually fight to the death with creatures. My
That's
body is broken, not yours.
Maybe.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. It just came out.
He says, come on now, Gio, you probably haven't punched a guy in your entire life. And he kind of laughs. Like, friendly.
Yes, I suppose so. As I flash back to every near-death situation we've been in.
I was just thinking when you were Jason in hell.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I suppose I haven't.
I mean, I know you saved Eltrell and all, but you use magic. It's not the same. Your body gets withered when you use it too much.
Tell that to him.
Rendar puffs his chest out.
Dude. I think Rendar's like 24/7, just perpetually fucking vascular as fuck.
Yeah.
He just looks like he came off a workout every waking moment. Tell that to him. Anyways, look, just Cassius. Cassie, look at me. Look at me. Give it a thought. Give it some serious thought. You know, I don't want to pull you away from something you genuinely enjoyed and loved. But if your final decision is to remain here, then I will hire you full on.
Oh, thank you, Gio. I really appreciate you doing that for me.
All right, but give it some thought. Give it a week. Think about it. Weigh all your options. Mathilda will be here. All right.
Oh, I'm not doing it for her.
Yeah, sure.
Insight check.
Yeah, insight check.
Whatever you say.
Yeah, give me one if you want. Yeah, he's doing it for her.
It's been one day. Was it that good?
Sometimes you just connect, you know, with that one special person that you find the soulmate.
Damn, Gio's matchmaking is no joke, huh?
Unfortunately, he wants to stay here now, which is not according to my plan.
Yeah, things are going sideways. Let's go get that dismembered sack of a corpse and wait for our new guard to show up.
Right, Rendar?
On it.
I definitely say that out loud and about that volume, so anybody out here hears that.
So, Renda, you're getting Leandra's old body?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you guys are carrying the whole thing with you? Or
I
just
I
a
think
piece
that's
of
the
it?
plan.
It won't decay any further for 10 days, so.
Yeah, we wrapped it up real nice.
Oh, okay. So, how, I mean,
Well,
when you,
gentle repose will protect it for a while.
Now, is it more like a carpet that's
Yeah.
been wrapped,
That's- I'm
or
trying to,
is
like,
it like a bag?
picture how
We
you
put
guys are
her
going to
in-
be walking with this.
Now we put her in a sack. In a nice, like, thick canvas sack.
So he's just going to, like, hold
Okay,
it
so
over
his shoulder.
He's doing
Yep.
the full Santa Claus walk.
Yeah,
with this
Santa
thing.
Claus.
And
yeah.
obviously, anytime we get into combat, he just drops her like a sack of potatoes.
I mean, of course.
She's already dead. Can't get any more dead.
Yeah, right.
That's true.
She ain't gonna feel the other bone breaking.
Or Leandra. All right.
All I'm gonna say, Sean, is you should feel very blessed to have us taking such good care of your dead character.
Yeah,
Mine got
'cause-
hucked into a lake.
Solaria got nothing.
Well, it's because we were limited by our abilities at the time, but now we can bring someone back, and Zelaria can't teleport us across the world. So, you know.
True. I mean, really,
It's a
she
mix-
wasn't filling
yeah.
the important niche that was required.
Is that like that's the only reason why you're bringing Leandra back? Is to
Yeah,
teleport you
No,
guys?
of course not. She's a
Oh, I believe it.
Valuable
Value-
member of the team.
Oh my
valued
god.
member.
She wasn't. I guess.
What with the
Who will
teleport?
completely
and-
betray us for Mordenkainen the second she comes back.
Exactly.
It's not betrayal. It's just abandonment.
Yeah, she's just gonna
It's-
leave us, but you know, we're gonna get a few teleports.
At the
afterwards.
same time, we brought you back from the dead, so
Mordenkainen didn't do that.
Well,
Maybe that's what he was stomping around the house for, trying to find me. No.
We should get sending stones, and give one to Leandra. And whenever we need a ride somewhere, just be like, hey, Leandra, come pick us up.
Yeah, that might work.
You
Go
could
do her own thing. Oh, yeah.
even if she goes away when the morning kind to whatever plane, she can just plane shift back and teleport us. Like, are you guys happy? Like, yep. All right, see ya.
I don't think she'd be against that fully, you know. She knows when she needs to give a favor. We'll see. I don't know.
Until we get annoying, Leandra.
I'm out of spell slots for the next week. Sorry.
I can't reach the remote.
I need to get to the other side of town.
Identical
Don't
to
you
a
have
wall.
Mage Hand?
Yes, but I have to lift my hand for it.
There's a bridge and there's a toll.
Hold on. Give me a minute. I'll be right there.
All right. The rest of the time, we're just gonna wait for Carlos to come.
Carlos.
I imagine Rendar destroys me in a friendly game of like volleyball out back.
Oh,
Shit.
he's spiking the shit
Ooh,
out of.
I'll join.
Wait, what time of year is it, Sebastian? Like early summer, late spring?
Sure.
All right. I'll do an orchestral rendition of "Playing with the Boys."
If they're willing, I'll join this game of volleyball or whatever it is.
There's
This we're playing.
exactly 4 people too. Who wants to be Maverick and Goose?
I was just gonna say Top Gun.
I was gonna say it's probably gonna be Rendar and Costa as Maverick and Goose, and I'll be Iceman.
No. Costa's not gonna play volleyball.
He's not gonna be. Is it Stallion that's playing with Rendar then?
He'd be out of breath in like the first 30 seconds. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, pretty much. Cassius would be down to play.
So
That's what we'll do.
as you guys are playing, you see Carlos coming. He's looking like really suspicious. You kind of notice him looking behind him a lot as he comes in, and he says, "Reporting for duty, sir."
Wonderful,
Nice.
Carlos. Have you convinced any of your friends to join us?
He says, "I don't think so, sir." He keeps looking behind him. I'm not quite sure they believed me when I said I was just leaving.
Are you afraid you were tailed?
I don't think I was, but I don't think they really believed me either.
All right, hold on. I'll check. I'll do it.
Well, you contracted into servitude, or can you come and go as you please? It's a damn job, not a life sentence.
I look left and right.
Yeah,
You
but
say that.
You know these nobles, that they will take this as a sign of betrayal. And he looks, GL, give me a perception check.
Nobles slighted? Never in a million years.
Yeah. Yeah, you look around, and you're pretty confident you don't see anyone tailing him.
There's no one here. All right. Shut the door. Now, Carlos, how do we know you haven't struck an accord with your lady to come spy on us?
He looks at you. You asked me to work for you.
Yes, and you may have been fiercely loyal to the lady, knowing that we contracted you. Or you're a snitch.
Rendar shows up behind Giovanni, arms crossed.
Directly dripping in sweat from the volleyball game too. I'm sure it's very intimidating.
He says, "My lord, you asked me to work for you, and now you accuse me of being a spy. I just quit my job and put my family in danger for this. You promised me they could stay here."
I'll squint at him and look.
Aileron will
inside.
come up and put an arm around the new recruit. Now, come on. He's right. We recruited him. He would never do something like that because he knows if he did, we'd break his kneecap. Don't you?
Little look for drops of sweat. Something.
Yeah. When you
towel.
doing your insight check, you do notice he's has little beads of sweat coming down, and he's. I swear, I'm here for you.
Brenda.
I take a few steps forward.
And he'll back up.
Well, I've got my arm around him. He's not going anywhere.
Well, you feel him like try to move back. He says, "Lord Geo, or Lord Eriver, please, I speak the truth."
Now, whatever it is, now it's time to cleanse your sins. You're in the presence of a God's messenger and a God himself, the Herald.
He could read minds, you know.
I swear, I tell you the truth on my children's lives.
Then where are your children?
I told my wife to come here. She'll be here soon.
All right.
Would you like to partake in a game of volleyball? Come on, we're just playing now.
I believe I should get to my duties.
What, right here at the main gate?
You asked me to be in charge of your guard. I will gather them up and do guard stuff.
Oh, yes, he's already excelling. He's already assembled our entire guard. And I just
Exactly.
gestured to the one other guy.
Let me introduce you to the rest of our complement. Quadrupussy? Just him. That's it.
Oedipus, he says. Oedipus,
Yes, whatever. Yes.
my lord.
Opedius complex.
And Carlos looks at him and he kind of, how long have you been a guard? He says, it's a couple days. Oh boy, where are the rest of the guards? And he just looks at him like, I don't know.
There you are. Here you all are. All two of you.
My lord, I don't think 2 is enough.
We told you to bring your friends.
Really? Did you? No, because I certainly thought that 2 guards, one who has just barely lost his virginity, probably even hasn't at the moment, to guard a complex that is it's got a noble villa complex. Yes, of course, 2 is enough. What? Gee, why didn't I think of that? A number greater than 2? Preposterous. Blasphemous.
He says,
This is your first infraction, by the way, Carlos. I am keeping track.
when you say that, Oedipus like kind of looks like, oh, he's in trouble.
The little playground like
Yeah. He says, infraction for what?
For being a smartass.
Oh, he's... Forgive me, my lord. I will make this work. I will hire more guards.
There it is.
I sort of just look up into the sky. Well, why didn't I think of that? And all of my wisdom and intelligence, why didn't I think, wow, we should hire more guards?
Because you have more important things to think about, my lord.
I just tap him right on the chest, like, this guy, he's a winner. I'm telling you, he's $1 million ideas already.
Carlos, this is your second infraction. No ground you're
Really?
You're already tied. You're already tied with the maids.
He's looking at
All right,
you.
now come play volleyball, or that's your third infraction, and you're out. I mean, honestly, we need a sub here. Come on.
He's
tapping
like,
out.
give me a persuasion check. Sailor on.
Persuasion. No, that's not something I'm good at.
He looks at Geo and he says, I suppose if it's okay with my lord.
You can do whatever it is you wish at the moment. There isn't much to guard. I mean, you just have to stand here, really. If you wish to play volleyball, then so be it.
He looks at you and he says, lead the way, my lord. He looks at you, Zaileron, and he goes to play volleyball with you.
It's right
As we
there.
start walking over there, I just look at him. Besides, I don't want you out of my sight until your family gets here.
Right there on the front lawn. That's where it is. Lethal. Carlos, I'm this close. You're 2.5. 2.5. You're already making me angry. I've had a pretty good day so far.
As he walks away with Zaileron, he says to Zaileron, "Is he being serious?"
It's occasionally tough to tell. Just keep your head down, and hopefully it'll blow over. And I don't know. He'll probably forget your name by tomorrow. It's fine.
He kind of nods to you and okay.
Oh, why don't you tell me more about the lady you used to work for? And I'm just gonna try and fish for information while we play volleyball.
All right. Yeah. While you play, I don't think he'll know too much since he's only a guard for the front gate. Well, he was only the front gate guard. So yeah,
He would know everybody who comes and goes.
Yeah, he
though.
would know people who comes and goes, but that's just noble business. Even the shady people would be coming and going into noble houses for parties and things like that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just asking like the most common visitor kind of thing.
Yeah, he would tell you the most common would be like either other families or officials, like government officials from Baldur's Gate.
Alright. No, I'm just pumping him for information while we play volleyball.
Yeah,
and
I'll,
watching.
put everything
I'm
together.
intentionally stop hitting the ball over the net so Rendar can get a nice spike in his face every once in a while.
Oh, and Rendar is trying his fucking hardest.
Oh God.
Yeah, who wins? This is important.
Zaileron is definitely throwing the match if he's playing with the guard on his side. He's just like, oh no, sorry, that was a bad hit. That's on me, and then watching it just get spiked into the teammate's face.
Yeah, the guard is also throwing the match. He's not gonna try to win against his bosses. So yeah, he's Rendar is looking like he knows the game as a professional.
It's like watching a Brazilian play against like normal people.
Yep. So what do you guys do next?
Wait for
How
his
long until his
to
family
show up.
shows up?
Oh, you guys are actually waiting for his family. Let's see. This is great. Yeah, so like the first hour goes by and his family never shows up.
They're all dead.
Do you guys say anything?
I look at my non-existent wrist, my non-existent watch. Carlos, your family's a
yes?
no-show.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be here, sir.
Does he look nervous?
Throw open the door.
He kind of looks over at the gate, yeah, hoping to see them.
Maybe I should go escort them here.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be
I'll
here.
join you.
Well, I want to make sure nothing bad happens to them on their way here. As you said, you seem
Yeah,
to be a
make sure they
little
make it
nervous
safe.
regarding leaving your prior employer. So why don't we go make sure they make the journey safe?
If it is what you wish, my lord. And he starts to go with you.
Oh no! You can stay here. Just why don't you just tell us where you lived and give us a brief description. I'm sure we'll find them. My job used to be to find people.
Do you know the streets well of Baldur's Gate, my lord?
Not the worst. I've been here 5 days now.
No. Well, he starts to give you instructions or directions where
I
he
immediately look at Giovanni. Where am I going, Giovanni?
And I'll give him the proper directions.
All right.
Or rather, like the sort of back alley, sort of away from prying eyes.
Say, wait a moment. Costa's from here. Costa will just come with us. He knows where we're going.
All right.
God,
Okay.
if they're being escorted by the Herald, no ill can possibly befall them.
But I don't bloody care what happens to them. I don't like being on my feet too much.
Just fly then. You have those big god awful wings.
I don't like flying either. I prefer to be sitting. It's most comfy.
Some fucking Herald of Torm.
All right.
What was that? I'm getting a message from Tom right now. He said, enough of the sass. That's the second time. Do it again. I'll smite you where you stand.
Yeah.
That's what a big guy told me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, who's going with him, by the way?
So I think it's
I'll
gonna
go.
be me and Costa, and I think Ava said she was going. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Rendar wants to go, but
You're in the
he
middle of
hopes-
crushing the guards. I mean, at this point, it's 2-on-1. The guards versus Rendar in volleyball.
Yeah.
And obviously the lord of the house, master of the house needs to be here.
Okay. I'm sorry. So let me
I'll
see.
invite Mathilda and Tanisha to come out and watch.
We're not letting that guard out of the house until we have his family hostage. Is how this is working.
All right.
Yep.
So did you say Rendar and Zaileron and Sheridan?
No, Rendar's
Oh,
not going.
so just
Costa, Sheridan. Costa, Zaileron, and Ava.
okay. You guys head off to the direction that the guard gave you. On your way, obviously with Costa there, and everyone noticed you guys right away. People are trying to come up to you and give thanks or ask for a blessing from Costa, and they see a priest with them as well. So they're asking for blessings from both of you.
All blessings will be directed toward through my secretary.
Then they look at Ava.
If you want to meet me face to face, you have to make an appointment.
Please, maybe
mean, what
get a
are they
blessing
asking
of
for?
Torm. Just a
Probably gonna-
blessing. Like,
I'll
Yeah.
cast guidance on him.
yeah, I mean, that works. Yeah, so how many, is that like a at will kind of
It's a
thing?
cantrip.
Okay. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're casting guidance on these people as they're asking for their blessings. They're grateful. Everyone you do it for is very grateful. They thank you and they ask you your name. Do you give it to them or do you?
I'll tell them my name, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm not hiding.
So forthcoming with information. Jeez, it's weird.
How do I have died?
And then you make it-
Zaileron's just keeping an eye out for the description he was given of his guard's wife and kids.
Okay. So you get to the area that he was telling you about. You see, I mean, it's in the poor area of Boulder's Gate, so it's kind of run down. It's only like a single-story house. As you approach, you can hear children inside. One of them's like crying.
Shut
and-
it!
Turning to Ava, I probably go, guy makes 5 gold a month and this is the best they can do?
I mean, I don't know what rent is around here. Apparently a lot according to that bitch.
Right. And I will knock on the door.
Right,
Which I have to say is a weird statement because my characters in all my other games don't knock. They don't do any of that business.
So
I think you knocked on a door once in that campaign, and it was
Yeah.
shocking.
okay, so you knock on the door. A second, not even a second goes by, and this lady opens it. Her hair is a little crazy. You hear a child in the background, and you see these 2 kids just like jumping around the house, all crazy and acting up. And she screams at them, "I told you to be quiet!" And her hair is like crazy. Can I help you?
Zaileron's just giving this all a brief once over. Like, do I really want these little shits running around the mansion? We have another mansion to go to. It's fine. Carlos, his wife?
Yes, that's me.
Did you not get? I believe he sent for you.
Ugh, my stupid husband. She said, "Yeah, he told me to go to some house." I don't believe him. It's probably
Okay,
one of
well,
his stupid
Look,
ideas.
madam, it's a true story, so why don't you get your little shits you call children and pack up and go the fuck over there? Because we're getting real impatient now.
Excuse me?
As I am incapable of stuttering, I must conclude that you've heard me. I am the Herald.
She says, I don't care who you are. You don't speak to me this way.
I am the Herald. I will smite you.
Yeah, Costa, just fold the wings, fold them. Okay. Right. We got off on the wrong foot. We are your husband's new employers. We pay him a considerable amount of money to keep watch over our new villa. And he has requested that you come live at the house, and we graciously extended the offer to your children. So if we could just move things along, because we're busy, very busy people, and we really need to get on the road.
I want to take a nap.
Give me a persuasion check. And she says to you, what are we supposed to be doing at this house?
Living there, and actually, we were considering hiring you as a cook because your husband mentioned you were actually a very good cook.
Oh, she's like,
Can you make kippers and porridge?
Anybody can make kippers and porridge, Costa. I'm sorry, it's not difficult.
No one can make it like Giovanni's servants.
Well, it's because you, for whatever reason, like lumps in your porridge. I don't get it.
I do like lumps.
all right. So yeah, she 18. Let's see. She looks at you and she says, "Oh, I thought he was just making all this up. I guess for once his stories are true." And she
Well, hold
Is he like
on.
a notorious liar?
she says, "Well, he
Answer her question first, and then was his story about you being a good cook true?
I am a really good cook."
Now, does he fabricate a lot of stories? I believe was the actual more important question.
Well, he has a lot of hopes and dreams. Sometimes they can get the best of him. I just figured this was one of them.
Right.
He always has ideas, and she like puts them in quotes. Of how
Well,
to make
I guess gather
Oh,
up
boy.
your and your children's belongings. Oh, is that? Oh, that's all of it. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We can go.
So she says, "Well, what about my house? I can't just abandon it."
You don't need this dump anymore. You're going to live in a mansion.
Do you own the house, or is it a rental?
We don't. We rent it.
Okay, well then I suppose that's
Stop
something
renting it.
you can deal with that at the end of the month or whenever that kind of thing works out.
She's. I mean, it's kind of strange for three strangers to come up to you and be like, "Come with us." But with your persuasion check, she hesitantly takes her kids and grabs like some clothes in a suitcase, well, in a bag. It takes her a little bit of time while she's doing that and getting ready.
Good
So
thing we didn't roll up with like a wagon that said free candy on the side or some shit.
yeah.
Get in the back of the wagon. Yep. One right after the other. Here we go.
And as people, commoners are like kind of course they see Costa and Zaileron and are coming up to you and thanking you some still, and you also see some guards, and they kind of come over and they're like, "What's going on over here?"
Are they the normal city guards, or are they the guards
normal
of that
city
house?
guards?
Well, I don't care. I just pay them no mind. They're beneath me.
Yeah, they just see a lot of people kind of like piling up, and so they're trying to figure out what's happening. Then they see you, and they kind of, "Oh, it's the heroes of Elturel. It's a pleasure. Don't worry, I'll get these people away from you." And he's like starts trying to get them from stop harassing you.
Do you want a job?
Tell me, what is the city paying? Out of interest.
says,
You're doing a damn fine job, I must say. Say, you weren't one of the ones that worked for the cult, were you? Or you're one of the new hires?
He says, well, I mean, it's hard. I mean, that's hard to say. We kind of.
One of the cult members. I mean,
No,
that's fine. What
no,
are they
no.
paying you now?
He says, you must understand, the city was being controlled by them. We did our best to keep the peace and to keep as many people safe as we can.
I mean, you know the saying, 1,300 good cops and 2 bad cops. The 1,300 that don't turn into 2, or it's just 1,302 bad cops.
I never heard it before.
Besides the point. What are they paying you now?
It's not about the money for me. It's about...
That's what I like to hear. How would you like to work for a very up-and-coming noble house?
What house is that?
That's guidance on Zaileron.
He said,
House Araby.
I'm on the shoulder.
I never heard of that house.
Oh, well, it is actually the house of, well, us, the heroes of Elturel. We've established a new noble house in the town, and we are attempting to recruit for our guard positions, if you'd be so interested.
To work? And what position would it be?
Well, it would be one of the house main guard. Probably full-time hours. Lunches provided. You'd have to hash out the details with our head guard, obviously.
He says, I've had 20 years of experience. Who is this head guard?
Unfortunately, it escapes my memory at the moment. He was recruited by our, Giovanni Eravir, the head of the house. But I'm sure you could discuss it with him, and perhaps, perhaps the positions change. Seems like you're bringing a lot to the table.
He, working. Give me a persuasion check.
You are guided.
Should have Costa doing this. Should be talking for everybody.
Well, he's the recruiting sergeant of...
He is the recruiting sergeant. He should be doing this.
Of the militia, which is them, which is the Flaming Fist.
19.
Yeah.
He says, well, working for the saviors of Elturel would surely be a better position than what I have now.
You'll be working for the Herald and the chief recruiting sergeant of the militia, Sheridan Costellano.
No disrespect, but I don't worship Torm.
Then you shall be smited.
Again, with the wings, Costa. Hold them down. You're drawing attention. I'm not a big Torm guy myself. Not a big Torm guy myself. It's fine.
He says, what kind of follower of Torm smites somebody for not following Torm? Doesn't sound like a true follower of Torm.
I didn't say.
One that is a bit of a coot now.
Look, dude, we're working on it. It's fine.
I didn't say I was going to smite you. Tom was.
He looks.
No. I'm just like behind Costa, just like shaking my head.
He sees that. He understands. He says, "All right, I'll give it some thought, and maybe I'll stop by later after my shift to discuss the details."
We're at the. I'm sorry. What was the family? The Van Dorns.
Van Bukes.
The Van Bukes. We're at the old Van Buke villa. Where we established ourselves.
Where are the Van Bukes?
I look to Costa. But can you give him directions? Honestly, I'm amazed I find my way around here.
The Van Bukes are indisposed. They no longer live in the city.
He says they moved?
Yes. Permanently.
Give me a deception check.
I mean, technically they have moved on.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, he can kind of tell that Costa just made that up. But he says, "Here's a."
They fell in the dragon fight. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
So he says, "I never really liked them anyway. If it was my understanding, they had a lot to do with what happened here."
Yeah, she was a real bitch, that one.
I'm glad they're gone. They probably ran after the dragon got killed. Cowards.
Well, you just you come on down and speak to somebody there. Not me. I don't. This is all. You know, it's all out of my purview, really. But I saw somebody of your talent, and I couldn't help but to extend the offer.
He says, I appreciate the offer, and I will give it some thought, and I will definitely come over after my shift for go over the details.
All right, shall we? Shall we? Moving along. Moving
Yeah,
along.
by this time, she comes out, and she's all packed with her 3 kids, looking all hopeful and happy to get out of
Can't
here.
wait to crush their dreams when his position gets downgraded to doorman again.
And they start to follow you back.
All right, hurry
At least
up,
he's got a
hurry up.
job.
That's hilarious. So yeah, you return with his wife and the 3 kids. When he sees you coming down, Carlos is like, phew. He like gets all. I thought something might have happened to you, and he gives her a hug. The children
Well, she
are.
considered leaving you, but we talked her out of it.
What? She says, I did not. The kids are like screaming, is this our new house? And they're jumping up and down.
We didn't tell her about your mistress.
What mistress?
Give him a wink.
He says, they're just kidding. They do this. They're making it up. The kids like immediately run into the house and start screaming, this is my room. Oh, this is my room.
Children.
They
Hello.
stop and look at you.
Ahem. I'm Giovanni Erevere, master of this house and all the lands I see before me. You will obey me. This is indeed your house. However, I am its ruler, its emperor, and you will abide to what I say.
I don't like him. Let's go. And they run off.
As he's speaking, though, I use thaumaturgy to have the ground quake beneath him.
Oh, well, then they're going to get scared and run. Yeah. So when that happens, they
I
all.
was going to use Big B's hand to like scoop them all up. This works.
Jeez.
Watch me
works too.
Hey, woman, watch me manhandle your shitty kids.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I was gonna say when they ran off, like, Giovanni, we need to hire a real butler to like whip these kids into shape.
So, I mean, do you really do that?
Big B's hand or the thaumaturgy?
Big B's hand.
Well, if they're staying here with the thaumaturgy, then I'm not going to do it for now. If they do run off, I'm going to Big B's hand and just.
So, yeah, when you cast Big B's hand, I think they would get scared and run towards their mom. So they would probably run outside and try to hug her.
Just thaumaturgy for now, unless
Yeah.
that works.
And they come in, they start grabbing onto her, and they're like, Mommy, we don't like it here.
Trust me, children, you will love it here as so long as you behave. And
This
number
is a
one rule
this
is no
a bad
screaming
man. And she
no
points at
screaming
you.
and running.
I don't like him. He's a bad man.
I don't need you to like me. I need you to listen to me.
The mom's looking at you, like, giving you the eye, like, they're children.
Yes, and I will not have them sully and destroy the house. Throw their shit all over the walls.
It's for their own good, really. There's a lot of dangerous things that are around this house that they shouldn't really touch.
Yes, precisely.
Randar
It's-
walks up,
Carrying the
top.
corpse of somebody.
and just shakes his head at them, places his great axe, and just stares at them.
Madam,
Okay.
it would not be within my realm of responsibility if one of your children gets hurt while playing around in the house. If they accidentally get burned in the fireplace, or fall off the chandelier as they swing from it like a chimpanzee.
Or touch that odd glowing orb on the second story. Don't touch that glowing orb.
Or fall down the
Oh, I
stairs
thought
to
we
the
blocked that off.
basement and discover the rotting corpses of our fallen enemies.
She looks
Real
at
talk though, did we clean this
Madam?
up? Because there were a bunch of bodies down there.
We did
Oh,
tell
we-
the servants to clean it up, but now whether they
Right,
finished
right,
that
right.
before the dragon ate them or not is another thing. But
Oof. So there might be just
I
one
could
of the
clean it
bodies
up
down there.
anyways. Yeah, we could clean it up easily anyways. Now, madam, you will discipline your children, or I will do it personally, or hire someone to do it for me. The choice is yours, and children, the choice is yours, whether or not to behave.
She looks at her husband. She goes, I don't want to live here. What did you do? What did you do? And she slaps him.
Madam,
She's
you
like,
will
I'm taking
not-
our kids and I'm going back home.
Madam, on these premises, you will not abuse your husband, especially in front of us.
She looks at you. I don't answer to you. And
Yes,
she
you
grabs
do.
her
That's-
2 kids and she tries to walk out, but Rendar's like in front of her. Excuse me.
No.
And Carlos is looking really embarrassed right now.
why don't we let Carlos and his wife have a quick chat, and he can decide whether or not he wants to pursue a career here after he's just left his previous one.
Yes.
She's
Now, madam, I am not a cold-hearted man. I did not say there is no play to be had, but there will be responsibility. You will have them on a leash. I do not wish to see the children hurt, or our house ruined because of their antics. I was young once, and so were you. Children can be wild and undisciplined.
She says, my children are perfect.
No, they are not.
Oh god, she's one of those.
In the first
They are.
in the 4 minutes I've come to know them, they've already run all over the foyer and tracked mud all over the nice marble flooring.
They're children.
Precisely, and they need to be taught manners. If they are not taught manners, then how will they mature into functioning adults? Would you rather have 3 of them live with you until they're 35?
She,
How old are the kids at this point?
they're that old. No, I would say they're like one of them around
under 10?
7, yeah, 7 and 8, and then another one who's even younger. I would say around
I should know better by
5.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she kind of, excuse me, and she kind of grabs her husband and tries to talk to him privately.
While she does that, I probably turn to Giovanni. Should we tease them with the idea of perhaps an education fund if they behave?
Yeah, well, an education fund. Are you mad? We can educate them for free.
Well, yes, of course we can, but we're not going to be around that much.
No, of course not. We can hire a governess.
Again, this is what I was suggesting. Perhaps we could get them some actual manners.
Yes.
Oh,
Uh,
also, ran into one of the city guard, and he may be coming by later for, to get some details regarding any positions we have open.
Is he competent?
He seemed much more competent than what we have currently. And I just like side
I mean,
eye
the bar's low.
Oedipus or whatever.
Well, wonderful. He shall become the new head of the guard. New captain.
Same page.
Carlos, I have some bad news.
Yes, my lord?
So sorry to intrude on your little marital row, but I do regret to inform you that you've been demoted to lieutenant.
But, my lord, you promised me to be the head of the guard.
Well, we found someone better, more experienced, someone who can really wrangle all of you into fighting shape.
But
Your pay will remain the same. Don't worry about that.
Oh. Okay. And
I mean,
the
look, we
wife,
probably want someone who can at least control their kids and control the guards. I'm just saying.
the wife is looking at him like, see, another one of your stupid ideas that didn't work out, and now look what happened. You're demoted.
The only condition I step in. The only condition though is should you decide to take us up on this new same pay, lower level position, your children do have to undergo some education training.
Says, "Oh, I left my last job and they're not going to let me back, so I have really no choice." And you hear the wife just sigh.
Well, what is your decision?
I will take it.
We already know that, Carlos. Madam?
She sighs. She says, "Come on, kids," and she like grabs her hands and starts walking, trying to walk past you into the house. Let's go find your rooms.
As I pull it closed. Remember what we discussed? The discipline?
She says, "Of course, I'll make sure they stay in check."
Now, children, I am a benevolent God. And I am very forgiving. So long as you behave, and when I come back and nothing is broken, no cloth has been tattered, no curtain has been ripped off its hinges, no sofa or couch has been desecrated, no table chipped.
Now you're just giving them ideas.
I know.
I mean, let's be honest, kids, that shit
Do
runs
all
through
these
their
things
brains
anyways.
anyway.
They're gonna
Exactly.
destroy shit.
Yeah, but now we dangle the sweets in front of them. They're like, if none of that happens,
If no writing on the walls, none of that, then you shall receive mountains of sweets and cookies.
And she looks at her children. They're all staring at you like, who's this bad man? But she says, "Children, how do we respond to nobles?" And they all say, "Thank you, my lord."
No, please. The children can call me Gio. It's fine. You keep calling me that.
She says, "See, they are polite. Just a little
Alright.
rowdy sometimes."
I picked me, the rowdy one.
I think she was talking
No,
about her
they,
kids.
yeah, the
Yep.
kids.
All right. Oh, okay. Forgive my aggression.
She says, "There's a lot of that going around here, it seems." Just-
Yes.
They killed the dragon yesterday. It's been a long week, alright?
Now, madame,
She's just trying to get in, and then Zaileron steps in front of her, and she sighs again. "Yes."
madame, you will be allowed the guest rooms. All right. There is the main bedrooms on the second floor, and those are off limits, other than to Cassius and Mathilda.
And where are
Understood.
the guest rooms?
What's that?
She says, "Where are the guest rooms?"
Or are the guest rooms?
There are none.
Is this it?
There's
Pretty
the
small
servants'
building.
quarters over here. Yeah, right when you walk
I mean,
in.
really, I guess we only need Giovanni's room for ourselves because we're just going to use the mansion all the time, anyways.
Yeah, we just go in there instead. We only need
So
the right half of the second floor then.
yeah, we'll just take that, and the other rooms will be the guest quarters, I guess.
Go upstairs, and it's to your right. Pick any one room to your liking, and should you request additional beds, we shall have them sent to you.
She says, "I'm eternally grateful."
First infraction, no brown nosing, madam.
she
Your
looks
dear
at
husband has only racked up 2. Do not make it 3.
She goes to say, but then she stops herself, and she just stares.
He's gonna kill you in your sleep for sure.
And then she walks on. Yeah, when Zaileron moves out of the way, and the kid's like,
when the kids come like scurrying by, Zaileron just kind of sleight of hand, and all of a sudden there's 3 silver pieces in his hand, and he just hands the one to each kid.
Yeah, when they see that, they stop and they take it and they say, "Thank you, elf. Thank you, elf. Thank you."
Up, children. Put it in reverse. Reverse. Come back.
They look at their mom and she nods and they come back.
This is Zaleron, another lord of the house. Not the master, but a lord nonetheless. You will address him as such. He is not elf. He is Lord Zaleron.
But he has pointy ears.
And so do I. What does that make me?
An elf?
No, I'm a half elf. My mother was an elf.
But he's full elf. Look at his ears, they're bigger.
Yes, he has quite large ears, but you will address him with the same amount of respect as me. You will also address the lady of the house, the grandfather, caster, and the bodyguard enforcer the same way.
Rendar walks up, arms crossed.
He's Rendar. He can pick 3 of you up in one hand and crush you into bits.
Should we tell them what happened with the gnomes that one time he encountered them?
Ah, yes, the gnomes. Shall we regale you with the tale of the decapitated, of the headless
Okay,
gnomes,
kids,
children?
let's go. And the mom tries to escort them away.
Once they start
They're not
walking
gonna
inside, I turn to
sleep.
Giovanni like, did we just let a bunch of racists move into our house?
I look at Carlos.
He says, "No, they love elves."
I want to slowly put up with
Is that the same as no, I have a black friend? No, they love elves.
Yeah.
I have my index and my middle finger pointed out, and will slowly raise my ring finger. Slowly. And mouth. 3.
He just stays quiet. He doesn't know what to do.
Simultaneously making these people's lives so much better and a million times worse.
Yeah. They're gonna be thinking about the life choices they made while they sleep tonight.
It's like working a job that you absolutely hate because it pays really well and has benefits.
The thing is, we're doing such big dude. We're not even gonna be here.
I know.
And this is their house.
But the times that we are here will be absolute hell for them.
That's literally the only reason why they're here. It's because you won't be here. And they're just waiting.
Don't get it twisted. We got to keep them in check.
Oh yeah, but they're waiting.
Well, also we can pop in whenever.
Can't let them get too comfortable.
Right. Yeah. Well, I guess.
Let them get comfortable, but know that you guys can magically pop in whenever. So just let them know that you get rowdy. You never know when you'll pop by.
That's also true. Anyways,
we're all. You're just there.
Should we be? Oh, we shouldn't be off. We should be waiting for the guard. Anyways,
what time does his shift? What time is shift change here, Costa?
I don't know. A recruiting sergeant. I don't work for a living.
That's for sure.
You have to tell the people you recruit something.
He looks at Rendar. Rendar works round the clock. 24/7, pledge loyalty.
Rendar looks left, right, shrugs, holds up boots.
There are no shifts in Sheridan Costellino's regiment.
Right. Remind me again, Sheridan. How many did you recruit?
It was probably my first one.
Ah, that tracks.
Anyways, infraction lead Carlos. when does the city guard shift end? I forget. I haven't been home in quite many years.
He says, "Well, if he was on his shift now, it would end in a few hours."
A few hours.
Hours. Oh, we're just this whole day is a write-off.
We just leave these guys in charge of recruiting, and we just go.
No, because the guy they're recruiting is taking his job.
Yes,
And I just say that openly, pointing at Carlos.
I mean, we're saying this all out loud. I've already demoted Carlos, and I am the master of the house. I have to do the recruiting now. Sorry, Carlos.
He doesn't say anything. He doesn't want to say anything anymore.
We've broken him. It's perfect. He's a perfect silent guard now.
Well, Lieutenant
Whipped
Carlos.
into shape is the correct term.
Well, Lieutenant Carlos, with leading 3 infractions, you will return to do your duty.
He
Do as you
does
wish.
like his little guard salute thing, and he goes inside.
We're still paying him better than he was.
Yeah, we're paying him
yeah.
over twice his salary.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah.
Speaking of which, Olivier, would you like a stool to sit on? You look awfully tired, standing there all day.
Oedipus, you mean?
Yes.
He says, no, my lord, this, I am used to standing.
Tough guy.
How dedicated to his job. You know what? Opidius.
Yes, my lord.
You have just had your 1 infraction removed.
Thank you, my lord.
You have a clean record, and I shall get you a stool, because I don't even like looking at you standing all day. It makes me tired.
Exhausting, really.
If you wish, my
Exactly.
lord.
What did I say about brown nosing?
I am not brown-nosing. I am simply agreeing with you.
Do not say as you wish. I am not a genie. If you even know what that thing is, if you even know what that is.
It is. I apologize, my lord. It is simply a standard. I don't know. Acceptance. I don't know.
Protocol.
Yeah, standard protocol.
I feel like he's not a very imposing figure, though, Gio. Perhaps we should get them tall hats.
Would you like a tall hat, or pity pussy?
It would interfere with my duties, my lord.
Well, you heard the man. Get him a stool.
We cover medical because all of our people are going to have whiplash.
Nope.
No, medical's definitely not covered.
So yeah, he. I mean, who's getting him a stool? Because it's just you guys.
Fine.
Send Cassius in to get a stool. Stallion, come on, go get a stool.
I'll work for you.
No, don't talk. Please, everyone, don't talk to Cassius like that. He's a dear friend. He has reign over the house. Michael, you go get it.
Michael.
The monodrone.
Oh. And he kind of goes off and then comes back with the stool in a little bit.
There, have a seat. Now you won't be so tired.
He's staring at you and staring at the stool, and he's too scared to sit down.
Sit.
He sits down in infraction.
Doesn't sit down. Infraction.
It's not a test,
I
Olivier.
just told you to sit.
Oh.
I am genuinely worried about your well-being. I understand that standing all day. I mean, I've done it before. I used to perform and busk on the streets.
He says, "What if something happens, my lord? I need to act quickly for your protection."
You're sitting on a
Does
stool.
it take you a while to get up?
Yeah, you're
Randar's gonna walk up to him.
Yes, my lord, and he sits down. That's Rendar walked up to him.
I'm not getting him like a stool. I'm not gonna get him a stool that's like 2 inches off the ground. Like,
No, I get it. Yeah,
stool.
he's just not sure what to do around you. That's all. It's like he doesn't know.
I wonder why he'd be like that.
Yeah.
It's one of those stools that's like perfect level with your butt, so you just sort of just plop up.
Lean on it. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
yeah,
Well, I
so-
guess if a guard shows up looking to speak to somebody regarding a position, call for us.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
we should play more volleyball.
I was gonna say I want a rematch, but we're actually trying.
Yeah. All right. Fine.
Mhm.
I was going to suggest horseshoes, but I'm up for another round of volleyball.
Yeah, I'm not as good at horseshoes. It's too precise.
That's
So
why I thought I might have had an edge.
All right, the teams are Renda and Zelron versus Antoinette and Cassius.
Right. And
Sure.
wait, Rendar.
I cast
And
guidance
Aileron.
on Cassius.
Up. None of your cleric magics.
Don't go getting no
Blessing
gods
of
involved
Torment.
here.
No cheating. We shall have. We
It's
shall
playing
have
to
sportsmanship.
strengths.
We shall have sportsmanship.
Alright. This athletics? What the fuck's my athletics? Ooh.
What are you playing? Volleyball?
You know, whatever.
Yeah,
the,
volleyball.
Valeron's only goal really is to be the setter. He wants to.
I thought it was horseshoes.
No, we've decided back on volleyball because
All right, fair enough.
the cleric doesn't want to risk. You know, her precision's not all there.
My dex is 0.
But I'm hoping as a setter, it'll be mostly dexterity to put the ball exactly where he needs to for Rendar to
Strength?
destroy it.
Wait, I was Cassius. He's a stripper. He's gonna have tons of body strength. Yo, Cassius is gonna be ripped.
It's all
Good to
fake muscle.
go.
It's not real power.
Yeah, but think about who put Cassius out of work for the entire night.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just trying.
I already said all the
I can't use-
the guys there are like super buff.
So we'll do it this way. We'll do an athletics check, a acrobatics check, and a sleight of hand check. Sleight of hand will be like to hit the ball down. Acrobatics, obviously, and athletics running around.
Okay.
And one of them from each of us.
How do we do this? No, we'll do one. Well, I guess there's only 2 of you, so one of you guys will have to do 2.
Are you
I'll take
both,
acrobatics and sleight of hand.
both
If-
roll and take a team average?
Yeah, let's do that. I'll give
Sure. Yeah.
Cassius.
He's beefy. Come on, he's got to
No,
be
I
proficient
am.
at athletics. Look at
Yeah.
him.
Trying to figure out what it would be.
He is a commoner, so maybe like 12 strength.
But he's a
But he
ripped
would work
combo.
out,
Come on, I'm
yeah,
trying
I would-
here.
No, I agree. He would be working out a
14
lot.
strength.
Yeah, so I'll say 14 at least. So what is that? A plus what?
2.
2? Plus
2.
2? Yeah.
Athletics.
Oh, I'll use my instrument of illusions.
Can I War God's blessing this?
No magics.
So
It's not magic. It's
No
It's
calling to a
divinity.
high. No calling to a
Keep
higher
your
power.
god out of this.
Yes, keep Torm out of this.
What if I use my what's that thing where you can actually just ask your god for a favor, divine favor? I'll just get
Yeah,
Torm to come down here and play for me.
I'm
Just a
actually
fist
gonna use
descends from the sky and spikes the ball into
No,
the ground.
your version of define favor all of a sudden Costa walks up. Right, I'm being told. I'm supposed to play some volleyball.
Oh, I keep rolling under.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm gonna use my instrument
Alright.
of illusions here because it's a perfect setting to reenact the beach. And because
Ooh,
I'm
I'll change
using
my
it,
armor to look like some like volleyball gear or some shit.
and because it's the instrument, I'll be playing with the boys.
Nice.
All right. So yeah, give me guys your rolls and we'll do an average. Oh no.
Oh no!
I have a plus 9 to athletics. That's
Yeah,
insane.
she
Oh, I
beat
keep
me.
forgetting you're not a wizard.
No, I'm a war cleric.
Yep.
Not a little. Acrobatics.
For Ava.
Think there's a good chance we'll have this in the bag. I'm gonna roll garbage for athletics, but
All right. So he had a 16, an 8, and a 13.
oof.
I should get Zayla on.
Oh my god, 2 ones. Absolute garbage.
Yes! There's my divine intervention right there.
I have any features? Do I have the luck feat? I don't.
I know. I'm checking what I have. My feats are just like fighting based. Channel divinity.
So how
Add
should
10
so
to
how do we do
attack
this?
roll.
We add them all up for each group and then divide by 3? Is that
Right.
what we're doing?
Oh, by 2.
By 2? Oh,
Because 2 people.
What was
Per
it?
team, yeah.
What was his again?
So Rendar got a 22, 13, 15.
I got a 13, an 11, and a 16.
I got an 11 and 18, and did I roll a third one? Set hand. Oh yeah, and a 3.
18. 11, 3, and 18, yeah.
So
I rolled garbage for
Leandra
athletics.
and Diamond would have a 34.5.
Leandra's dead.
Ugh, Ava. It'll take me a while.
Playing really well from Beyond the
In
Grave.
one of my other games, I called a player her old name the entire thing because it just stuck in my head.
That's totally fine.
So
totally fine.
I'll try. So what was the average for you two? For Rendar and what's the other one?
Rendar had 22, 13, 15.
Their average is 45.
Oh, so
Yeah.
they would
God
win.
damn it.
Even with my 2 nat 1s, Rendar carries it.
Yeah, he looks at you, Ava, and he's just like,
As
I'm
he
sorry, we tried, but I mean, look at that thing. And he points over at
That's,
a muscular
that's
guy.
yeah, you know what?
And the quick elf.
You tried. You tried.
He's like, it was still fun.
Zelon and Rendar do the Maverick Goose double.
Oh, yeah, the double
high five, low
high five. High five, low five, yeah.
Yep.
And I guess that's a good place to end it.
Probably nearly snaps my arm off doing it.
So the
I'm
Ripper
sh-
Greg's be
I'm
like, what
sure-
I miss?
I'm pretty sure
Nothing.
Rendar can
Absolutely
control his
nothing.
strength.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're that fired up after winning a volleyball game, I don't know.
Yeah, he might have.
He breaks Aileron's arm. I have to reset it.
Like the two
Hold still.
fingers on my hand just don't work anymore.
Let me
Oh,
reset that. Hold
goodness.
on.
Maybe not. I mean,
Remember how we said we were actually going to do something this session?
That's 2 in a row. We're just nothing.
Just going around recruiting people is all we're doing and talking shit against the nobles, apparently.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. We successfully got what's his face and what's her face together. So
Cassius
that
and
was something
Mathilda.
yeah,
We match
that's
made.
the one. Let's see. We hired 2
So-
guards.
We stole a guard away from a noble house. That's the important part.
Yeah, we made a new
Told the
enemy.
noble house to go fuck themselves.
Yeah, made a new enemy, hired some guards, played some volleyball. I feel like that's pretty good.
We were supposed to meet up with the dragon 48 hours ago.
Well, we got sidetracked.
Yeah.
She'll understand.
Well, it's not like I'm complaining because I'm pretty much the catalyst for all of this bullshit anyway. I'm just saying, out of character, like, damn, we should have been there ages ago.
Oh,
Dragon's
for
probably
sure.
like, where the fuck are they?
I
We
mean,
can just say we had issues getting across the fields of the damned.
the dragon probably knows. Remember, she has the crystal balls.
yeah,
She's probably
right.
watching. But
Which reminds me, none of those statues that we saw in her lair were that woman we spoke to today, right?
no.
Perfect.
No, they were more water deep people,
Mhm.
I think.
Yeah, they were.
I think so. I just wanted to make
Yes.
sure we weren't going to be angering the dragon if we decide to offer
me-
at some point.
And I think-
Consult my notes to see who they were.
And I think she was sort of
Silver
worshiping,
hands.
yeah, more actual, like, powerful women who are like politician.
Yeah, it wasn't
like,
just
warriors.
rich people. It was like, yeah, warriors and mages and stuff like that. It was more
Yeah.
people
Like,
who would
like I
actually
said, just
earn
wanted to
their
make sure-
status.
Wanted to make sure we weren't going to be pissing off the dragon when I inevitably break into that noble house, steal a bunch of shit, and slit her throat.
No, don't
You've
kill her.
pissed the
That would
dragon
ruin,
off
no,
before.
don't kill her. That would ruin the satisfaction of us taking her down, just like Halia Thornton. We found a new
Fair.
We found a new old woman to take down.
Oh, God.
It really is what we do. We find old women and we destroy them.
What is.
It could be
why?
old men too, but Sebastian just keeps insisting on throwing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Sebastian
at
just likes killing women. What can I say? Female characters. Make makes all the evil NPCs females. I'm sensing a trend.
I mean,
Kills all the young ones.
I was
and
waiting for you to get the hint. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll leave. Yeah.
all the young
kidding.
ones die, and the old ones will be tortured.
Yeah, he killed
by
off
us.
all of your girlfriends. He's killed off all the female PCs. All the old women
It does
are
look
evil.
bad, doesn't it?
Sebastian.
Yeah, all the
I
old women are
swear,
essentially
it's
like we are.
completely
Cult PR
subconscious. Oh, that's even worse. Oh my god. It's
I'm just saying,
how,
if Ava dies, we know what's up.
because people
This is your third infraction.
people are supposed to care more if women die than.
Have you seen this group?
Yeah,
Care
they
who
do
died.
care.
We're literally trying to kill Halia Thornton.
I know, for no reason. That's what's funny.
What? Oh, don't.
Oh, there's so many.
You know, there's
Self-murder
no
I'm
reason
sorry,
to kill her.
for
She did
no
nothing.
reason?
You guys,
Excuse me.
Probably breaks the. Put in reverse real quick.
I
You
do recall
guys-
most of this group being ejected from the city.
for chopping
Exiled.
people's heads off and putting them on spikes.
They weren't Zentarum.
They were bad people.
You don't know that. You
They
killed
were
them.
literally raising demons.
They
Devils.
attacked us
That
first.
one guy.
They literally attacked us, and the bartender was in on it.
Oh my god.
Which reminds
My
me, we had to-
character was just peacefully playing cards at a table. And somebody swung a mace at her.
and which
Yeah.
reminds me.
Right?
Oh, by the way, this is when we weren't such huge assholes. We were only
Yeah, we-
slight assholes.
I mean, we were
Nah,
pretty
I
big
don't-
assholes.
Yeah.
I mean,
You guys
We
cornered
didn't go in
her
there.
in
We
her
didn't go in there
shop.
starting shit.
You did. You went into her shop, accused her of
No,
wouldn't
not
let her.
Holly Thornton. Not
what-
Holly Thornton. The bar with all
The
the
bar. No, this Halia Thornton was after the whole bar situation.
Yeah.
In all fairness, Giovanni did make several innuendos in the bar.
to the bartender,
Yes.
which I didn't know who I didn't know was actually the bartender. I thought it was just some lady.
Oh boy. I need to
Speaking
go
of
back and
was-
watch that episode.
I mean, really, we should have known where this campaign was going when the very first session we watched a lady and her baby get carried away by a dragon and did nothing.
I mean,
come
there was
on,
really
you-
nothing you could have done.
No,
Level-
we hid
level 2.
like champions.
Yeah, that was meant to not to just.
But that didn't change at all, you know, because I remember the first session in Hell, there was a woman screaming, "Help my baby!" And I'm pretty sure you guys just hit there too.
Okay, well, first of all, we couldn't have saved them either. All right, because there were demons all around.
Oh, I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying there's a trend.
Plus, we were hoping maybe we could track down her house in Elturel and, Sheridan could have another niece.
And wait, how am I killing off the women? You guys are the one that are killing them off, not me.
No, we did nothing. But therefore, it's
I'm
like
not
saying
killing them. You are.
it's like saying somebody who watches a train run over somebody is at fault for killing them. No, they were just standing there and watched it happen.
This
Oh,
is just
boy.
happening. We're just going along with the flow, man. You're creating the river, man, and we're riding it. we're whitewater rafting down with the kayak.
Some of us get stuck in the rapids. It's fine.
Speak,
It just
speaking,
happens to only be the female characters.
Yeah.
speaking of another woman, that bartender who collaborated with this Zentarum, she needs to go down too.
Yeah, we need to destroy her as well. Probably a co-owner of the fucking orphanage now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're gonna. I mean, I don't really want to deal with her, so we should just kill her outright.
Well, the Von Bukes woman got killed. Giovanni's sister got killed. Your mom's probably dead. Check it out. Knowing Sebastian's
Do
streak, your
not-
mom's dead.
Do not. I will. I will go ballistic. Enough of my family has died.
So-
Don't you have another sister too? I'm just saying, given the track
Uh,
record, every female
yes.
you knows kicks it.
Here, quick thought. The bartender that we need to deal with. Why don't we kill her and frame Halia Thornton to make it look like it was like a, I don't know, kind of revenge killing or something.
Yeah. Like in her past, like she was unhappy with her. 'Cause they
A
were
power
Zentarum.
grab.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah,
or the bartender was threatening to expose Halia Thornton's past as like this horrible person, like we all said she was.
Yeah.
So Halia Thornton did the only thing she could, which was kill her. To keep her secret.
You guys are evil.
And she stabbed her with Giovanni's knife, dagger. He doesn't know how it got into her hands, but
Well, that was fun.
Next week we'll accomplish something.
Thank you for watching. I do appreciate your time. If you liked what you watched, you can catch my other games on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Feel free to join my Discord channel for updates. And it's been fun. See ya.